off to Pacheco, sidesteps a tackle, cuts 15, 10, 5, freaking touchdown, dude! Blown up, fumble, pitch back to Brian Cook, and Brian Cook's gonna freaking house it, dude! He's gonna house it! Oh my God! He's got plenty of time, fires, back in the end zone, touchdown! Bro, what the frick did I just watch? And this is why you don't doubt Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna waltz in, untouched, touchdown, Kansas City, let's go, baby! Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 3 of the preseason is on in about 20 minutes or so, give or take a minute here or there, as the Chiefs get ready to take on the Chicago Bears. The starters are going to play for a couple of series. Key starters, including Mahomes, Kelsey. This is a deviation from the norm. This is a deviation from how Andy Reid and company like to run their 3 preseason games. Typically, you have the starters playing most in game 2. They sit out for all of game 3. There's a couple of factors, I think, that went into Andy Reid and company deciding, hey, we are going to rest the starters, key starters, week 2 and have them play week 3. And I think part of that is they were playing, the biggest part of that, they're playing on turf in the rain. No bueno, and they were probably right. It was a right decision because 5 Kansas City Chiefs players got hurt in that game. One of them, FAU, went on IR. The rest are not going to be playing. That's Omar Norman Lott. He's not playing. I don't think Jack Cochran's playing with the knee contusion. Nazi with the shoulder. He's not playing. And there's a couple more that I'll pull up here in a second, and we'll talk about it. I was shooting off the top of my head, and I'm not that smart. But this is going to be the last game, obviously, before roster cutdown day. So you're going to watch some key battles at a few different position groups. I think for me, it's not even a battle that I want to watch. I just want to watch the starting O-line. I want to see how Kingsley does at left guard. If Josh Simmons continues building that rapport with Kingsley next to him, but just also in general as a rookie, getting more reps under his belt. And Kingsley, this is his first year as a guard. He's played tackle his entire college and NFL career up until this point. Obviously, his NFL career was like 2 or 3 games before he got yanked after Trey Hendrickson kind of got the best of him pretty badly. We'll just put it that way. Trey Hendrickson caused Kingsley to get benched. We have that man to thank, but you are hoping the raw athletic traits of Kingsley Suamataia translates better over at the guard spot. He's had a few concerning losses, some wins as well. Looks better in the run game, less confident in the pass protection aspect of blocking. So let's see how those guys look. Will Hollywood Brown be playing? That's a question. He hasn't played all preseason as he's dealing with a foot and ankle injury. He's going to do warm-ups, and Andy Reid said they're basically going to see how he goes from there. As far as who else, I'm really watching the running back room. The Chiefs are reportedly sniffing around, calling around for a potential running back trade. Don't think it's going to be a blockbuster, anything major, but that might mean Elijah Mitchell is not performing at the level they hoped he would. I don't think there's an issue with Pacheco. There's not an issue with Kareem Hunt. It's more of the next guy in line. It's that. Carson Steele, you kind of just know what you have in him as the fullback if he makes the roster. And then Brashard Smith might be the most electric, dynamic guy in that room, but he has 1 year of college experience at the running back position. So they're probably not going to rely too heavily on him early. But I do want to watch Elijah Mitchell in this game. I want to see if Tyquan Thornton takes some snaps, how he does. Nico Remigio on offense, can he contribute? But also, who stands out as the team's returner? If Nico Remigio is going to make the 53-man roster, which I have him making, he's going to be on there primarily as a use in case of emergency on offense. He knows all 3 wide receiver positions, so he can. But he's primarily going to be your returner. Well, Brashard Smith didn't really stand out as a punt returner last week. He muffed a punt and it went out of bounds. The only standout on punts was Sky Moore. And he got traded to the San Francisco 49ers earlier this week for a 6th and a 7th round pick swap in the 2027 NFL draft. And Sky Moore is now a 49er. We knew he wasn't making the roster, okay? We knew he wasn't going to be the team's punt returner. No, thank you. So all that to say, best of wishes to Sky in his next chapter. I'll be rooting for him. No idea how that looks over there. The 49ers really needed wide receiver help. They got a bunch of guys banged up. Ayuk's not back yet from his injury. But yeah, so it's so long, Sky. Thank you for the couple of plays that you did do your rookie year in the playoffs, the punt return, the catch in Super Bowl 57. But it didn't work out. It didn't pan out. Rooting for him there. But with that being said, you now have basically, I think Tyquan Thornton is almost a lock on the roster, but Nico Remigio and maybe Jason Brownlee fighting for that wide receiver 7 spot. I don't see how Brownlee makes the roster unless he's gone, unless Rice starts the season suspended. Then Brownlee might be wide receiver 7, Nico number 6, Thornton number 5, something like that. Brownlee was playing late into the fourth quarter last game. Let's see how he does in this one. And those are just some guys to watch. The running back room. What else do I want to see? If we flip sides, let's see how the interior of the D-line looks. I feel like it's a little bit thin. Derek Nottie could find himself back as a Kansas City Chief here soon. I've talked about that in a recent video, but Derek Nottie is a member of the New York Jets on the outside, potentially looking in as the Jets traded for 2 defensive tackles this week. And Nottie has basically a vet-min contract with the Jets and could probably find himself being released, not waived. He's the vested veteran. So he could either sign to the Chiefs 53 or maybe even their practice squad. We'll keep an eye on that because of Omar Norman-Lott's ankle. You're looking a little bit thin at that position already. Mike Pennell is 34 years old. Chris Jones is 30, but he's also the best in the game. But it's just you want to try to have some guys that you can rotate in and depend on. But if Omar Norman-Lott starts out the season with the ankle banged up, you need some help there. Defensive end room, can Amenahue show a little bit more flashes? I was hoping to see some more from him in this preseason. Who's going to be defensive end 5? I think your 4 locks are definitely Karlaftis, Dana, Amenahue, and Ashton Gelati. Those are your 4 locks. Who's number 5? Because Janarius Robinson and FAU were both placed on IR within a week of each other, back-to-back preseason games causing it. You did sign a couple of guys, a couple depth piece guys, but I don't know that they make your initial 53, so we might find a defensive end on the roster for the Chiefs on cutdown day that is a member of another team right now. So cutdowns are on Tuesday. They have to get from 90 to 53 guys by 4 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. So you're really watching a bunch of the key depth piece battles. We'll see how the secondary shakes out. Nazee's not playing. So how does Josh Williams look? You've got some of those corners over there outside of obviously the main starters. I think Christian Fulton is going to get some work in this game. It's his first action all preseason, and he just recently came off the PUP list a week and a half or so ago at training camp, and he had that offseason knee cleanup procedure. So I want to see Christian Fulton as well. Get some reps in there with Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson. You're perceived to be top 3 corners. Noel Williams, the rookie, he got a concussion last week, cleared protocol. I think he'll play in this game. We shall see. Again, the key starters, if you're just coming in here, the key starters are going to be playing in this game for a series or 2. That's going to be very exciting. Please, for the love of God, protect Patrick Mahomes. That's all that I'm asking in this one. And I know we have some people in chat. I want to say hey to everybody. That was my opening. It's not a monologue, but that was just my opening thoughts on the game. It's a preseason game. Don't really care about the score. The Chiefs were 0-3 in preseason last year. It literally does not matter. If you think it matters, you're wrong. It's as simple as that. It's a televised scrimmage. That's what this is. Sure, would you like the Chiefs to win? Yeah, okay. But most of these guys playing the majority of this game are not making the roster. Okay? So the big thing to watch is how do the starters look? Can they get some momentum going? Because the Bears, they are playing their starters. You're going to see Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore, Luther Burden, I think is going to be out there. The newly drafted wideout local. Cole Kmet, their tight end, they'll have their starting O-line. And then on defense, you'll have some guys going after Patrick Mahomes, Montez Sweat, Tremaine Edmonds. I mean, they've got some guys on this roster. You'll also see Joe Thuney. He's the starting left guard for the Bears. Joe Thuney, Eric Bieniemy, former OC of the Kansas City Chiefs, is their running backs coach. Some familiar faces over there. I think the biggest wish out of everything is just please stay healthy, right? Please stay healthy. And let's get out of here showing some progress, having some good plays for standout guys who are fighting for a roster spot or fighting potentially to do enough if they clear waivers to make the Chiefs practice squad. Now let's get the heck out of there and get ready for week 1 in Sao Paulo, Brazil against the Los Angeles Chargers. Seawolf, thank you so much for the 10 months. Casey with the 12. Woohoo! Starters should make us all feel a little better right now. Yeah, exactly. Stylesy with the 8. Morning from Australia. Let's hope the Chiefs can put on a better overall performance today. Yeah, we want to see a better run defense too. They kind of got ran all over by the Seattle Seahawks. They admitted that. It was a bit of a weakness. You obviously didn't have McDuffie. You didn't have Jalen Watson. You didn't have Fulton. That's just the secondary for some of the corners. You didn't have Nick Bolton. You didn't have Drew Tranquill. You didn't have Chris Jones. You had most of the other D-line guys, but it just goes to show you, I think, how important it is to have Nick Bolton out there kind of getting everybody organized, ready, prepared pre-snap, but then helping people stay disciplined in their assignment. Because, good God, they were averaging, talking about the Seahawks, 10 yards a carry on the ground early in this game. Absolutely bonkers. Jennifer, thank you so much for the 1587. Let's go. We got Kanan with the 2. No Hardman, MVS, Sky Moore, or Tony on my team. Yeah, Hardman is with the Packers. MVS is with the Seahawks. Actually, I forgot. He was running around last week. Didn't catch anything. Sky Moore. No Tony. I don't even know what Tony's doing. No, sir. They're all gone. Outlaw with the 5. Greetings from a Blaine Howard concert. Happy Friday, everyone. One day closer to the season beginning. At a Blaine Howard concert right now. Let's go, dude. Heck yeah. Love to hear that. You'd love to see Pacheco have a great game? Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what to expect for a lot of these starters because you're only going to get 1, maybe 2 series. But yes, in their limited reps, would love to see them make the most of their opportunities. That is for dang sure. You don't care if the Chiefs win. I want to see the O-line play into the third quarter to see how they adjust at half. I don't think the starting O-line plays into the third quarter. I would, though, like to see the starting O-line play more than Mahomes does, more than Kelsey does, more than Rice or Worthy does. I think you need more reps. You need more rapport between Kingsley and Josh Simmons on the left side of that line. I also understand every snap you're out there is a bit of a calculated risk because it's preseason. That's football, man. Injuries happen. It sucks. I don't want it to happen. But, dude, Josh Simmons is a rookie. Kingsley Suamataia is essentially a rookie guard. It's his first year playing guard. And so you got brand new guys that I think could really benefit from more valuable reps. That's just my thoughts. I don't think Tyler it should go into as far as the third quarter, but the whole first, second quarter, I would not complain as long as Andy Reid will let them stay out there. The more, the merrier. They will get guys back and cut more. He will be back. Just watch. If Sky Moore is back, it's probably as a practice squad player, unless some crazy injuries hit that room. It's all about the deep ball, said Karen. Deep ball sounds fine to me. Maybe we'll see a little bit of a deep ball today. Not really sure. Do we have any updates? Wideouts ready to roll. I'll show you what I'm seeing. You got Worthy, Rice, Juju, Thornton. I mean, it's all of them, but they're all going to be playing. So, heck yeah. We'll take that all day. I just wanted to see if we were missing anything else. Yeah, Kelsey's suited up. I bet you Caleb James of Arrowhead Pride has... Does he have the 5 guys not playing? That's what I want to see again. It's Jack Cochran, Nazi. It was like all defensive guys that got banged up. FAU's on IR. So that's another one, obviously. He's done for the season. There's 2 more guys. Somebody in chat probably knows. Offensive tackle Ethan Driscoll's not playing because of the appendectomy. Hollywood might not be playing, but Andy Reid said he was going to have him do his warm-ups and go from there. Yeah, Omar Norman Lott's not playing with the ankle. Thank you. That's the other one. Mike Edwards had the hamstring. He might be ruled out as well, and that might be the last one. Yeah, that might be the last one. Heck yeah. FLDB, you want to come in and say what's up? Yeah. So FLDB is the man, the myth, the legend who's going to be running the scoreboard. And we should see that pop up. Let's go. How you feeling, man?
Feeling good. Feeling good. The weekend, it's Friday. Finally. Long week of work. But, hey, got a game to run a scoreboard for.
Heck yeah, man. Preseason's always crazy because you come out of training camp that's already in a crazy schedule. And then every preseason game is on a Friday or a Saturday. And it's just like, okay, I don't have a weekend for a little while. But football is soon, which is awesome. And I will have Saturdays with the fam and then Sunday, fun day, all day, baby. I don't know why I had to be that extra about it, but football's right around the corner. They get a week off next week. And then week 1 of the NFL season is right around the corner. The Eagles open it up. I don't even know who they're freaking playing. Is it the Cowboys? It might be. I can't remember, to be honest, and don't know that I care. I'll watch the game. But then the Chiefs play the next day, next evening in Brazil. But the Super Bowl champions always open it up.
Yep, they're playing the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, nobody cares about the Cowboys. A lot of people are going to watch it. It's an intriguing... That's a side note, but just they got Pickens now, Lamb, Dak's healthy. I don't know if Micah Parsons is going to be playing. The Eagles, meanwhile, they got a bunch of people, but I don't think A.J. Brown has been practicing. He might be back recently with the hamstring. Obviously, they got Saquon, Devontae. They just traded for a receiver, and then another one of their receivers suffered a season-ending injury. I think it was Johnny Wilson. But yeah, that'll be interesting. But football's right around the corner. Don't need to talk about those two teams too much, but just it's almost here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. FLDB, thanks again for holding it down with the scoreboard. We'll definitely pop you in and out of here all stream long. Where are you going to watch it? I watch on channel 41. I am local to the Kansas City area, so I just get the local broadcast. Hannah with the 5 gifted. Let's go. Team McCoy, what's up, man? Hey, I care about the Cowboys. My second favorite team plays them each week. Okay, true. Fair enough. That's kind of funny. I think my dad is at the game, by the way. My dad texted me earlier and said, hey, I got tickets to the game. I'm going to the game. Adam with the 14 months as well. So ready for the season to get started. Let's get this W to start the season out on a good note. Heck yeah. Chiefs run, quick pass to protect Mahomes, 1 deep ball allowed. We'll take it, Eric. We'll take it. Get those future bets in quick. Once KC starts off 3-0 again, the odds will suck. I do have my picks in for underdog. I did place a pick'em on this game. I am not really going to be taking it that serious, but I have a Mahomes touchdown, a Tyson Bagent touchdown, and Nico less than 17.5 receiving yards. We'll see. I think putting any serious kind of money down on preseason is insane, so I did not put much down on this. But it is kind of fun. We'll follow it. We'll see if these picks hit. I think I might have actually done a flexed entry where if 2 hit, I win. But see, season-long partner once again. Week in and week out, underdog, the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports. So any new sign-up who plays 5 gets $50 in bonus funds and a mystery pick in the lobby too. So definitely excited to have them back. We'll be doing pick'ems all season long. This is preseason, man. I'm hoping in Mahomes' 1 or 2 drives that he throws a touchdown pass. I think that's more hopeful optimism for this offense more than anything. I think that they can, but you just never know if with preseason. If Mahomes takes like a big hit or something, Andy could just opt to pull him, like you're done. If he's not going to do what they let Joe Burrow do in their last game, get slung around, tackled by 3 guys, body slammed, no, it's not happening. If Mahomes takes a hit, he's probably done. Out of there, you're done. So that's why with some of this, we'll just see. I hope Nico gets more than 17.5 receiving yards. I think he needs to make some plays on offense really to better lock in his spot. Maybe he's the punt returner, yes, but some standout plays on offense would help his case. For everybody else that wants to make a shot, or for Nico to kind of usurp Nico as the returner, you got to have some standout punts. You got to have some standout plays in the return game because Nico is basically head and shoulders above everybody. We are about to start this game here in just a minute. Game time is 7:20, so we'll be getting very close to kickoff. I'm just going to turn the volume on in my ears to make sure I actually don't miss it. Hey, Cole, just curious, what did your family say to you when you said you were going to be a professional Chiefs streamer? What's up, Logan? Thanks for the 5. It didn't really go like that, to be honest. I just started making content. The channel started growing. I was like, wow, this is crazy. We could keep snowballing it, keep building the momentum. I then told my wife, like, hey, I think we could do this full time. And she was the one that pushed me. She's like, hey, before the football season, put in your notice at work because I think you could do it too. But you also, she said this to me, you cannot work as many hours as you've been working between both YouTube and your day job. It's not sustainable long-term or healthy. So I went ahead and put in my notice. And then I just started doing streams like this for fun. I didn't know they would become anything either. So I didn't actually just sit there and tell my family, like, hey, I'm going to do this full time. It just kind of happened and morphed. But man, I appreciate the 5 bomb. Let's go. Samurai with the 11 months. Almost a year. Love my fellow Cole. Cole Breaks the Huddle is amazing. Thank you. Yeah, it's the second channel where we cover NFL-wide news. We just dropped a video this evening as well, right before this live stream. Hannah with the 2. Jerry Jones, the senile grandpa, but he runs a team. It is pretty sad, to be honest with you. Joel with the 5. About to have my first child at the start of the NFL season. How did you juggle fatherhood and watching all the Chiefs games? At first, Joel, it's not bad because newborns sleep all the time. But if you're saying, how are you able to keep it quiet? I yelled into a pillow. Like, I just had to do one of the silent screams. Had to do stuff like that. But heck yeah, man, congrats. Fatherhood is the best. Mike with the 5 gifted as well. Let's freaking go, man. How long till kickoff? Any minute. I have the broadcast on. It's supposed to start at 7:20. They're rolling like the intro stuff right now. Yep, kickoff coming soon. Exactly. Football time. Heck yeah. Any minute. I'm just pulling up a couple things here on my end. Mainly the Bears roster. Preseason's the hardest to call, and you're not going to hear me mention a lot of Bears players' names just because we're going to be into their second and third stringers pretty quickly. So I'm not even going to pretend to know them, but I will look for Chiefs players and call them out quite a bit. Dub Freak with the 5 gifted as well. You guys are going absolutely bananas. They tired of Kelsey and Swift, but we got to hear about Jerry Jones and the Cowboys every day. Yeah, that is definitely worse. Jerry Jones in particular. Are the starters playing? Yes, they are. Yeah, the starters are playing. We're getting ready. Yeah, they're going to play maybe a couple of drives. Longtime viewer said, Brits, usually don't catch a stream. Hope you and your family are doing well. Thank you. Welcome. Glad you're here. Yeah, we are doing good. We are actually getting ready to go for this game. Mahomes will go out there and play. Kelsey. All the starting receivers. Pacheco will be out there. The starting O-line. Cody, thanks for running this, living in Oklahoma and can't see the game. Love the service. Heck yeah, man. That's why I do it. I mean, there's a lot of people who are probably in here right now and just during the season that you watch the games, and I'm very flattered, honored that you would do this. You watch the game, you mute the broadcast, you sync me up and listen along, which is really awesome. But there's also a lot of people, truck drivers, people out of network, out of state, out of country. They'll just kind of tune in and listen to the game here, which is crazy. I never thought it would be like that. But it means the world that you guys would be here. Let's go, Ozzy. Yeah, it's almost time. Here we go. Very soon. They're getting ready for kickoff in just a second here. Christy, thanks so much for the membership. Let's go. You're a newer Chiefs fan. Watching you has helped me understand football more, so thank you. Piper, let's go. I actually love to hear that because I do try to get into the weeds sometimes and communicate in a way that longtime fans could understand, but I also want to try to keep it simple enough to where a newer fan to football or to the Chiefs in general could understand as well. We have a video coming out next week. It's everything you need to know about the Chiefs 2025 offseason. I'm going to go over all of it. Free agency, key players lost, key players signed, draft picks, how OTAs, minicamp, training camp, and preseason looked, roster cutdowns, and what to expect with the Chiefs roster based on the state of it after cutdowns. That video is going to drop next week. So that'll be a video where if you've got family members or friends that are more casual in the sense of, it's not a derogatory term, but just more casual in the sense of they tune out in the offseason, and then right before week 1, they tune right back in, and they're like, dude, what happened? Who's this? Who's that guy? I thought Justin Reed was number 20. Where's Justin Reed? We saw some kids at training camp say, hey, Justin Reed. And obviously he's not on the roster anymore. So that's Noel Williams. Been here since 10K subs, said D. Bosey. Proud of you, dude. Thank you. 10K subs, and we're almost at 300K. We climbing. Let's get it. Allie with the 18 months. 18 months already is crazy. Thank you so much for that. Excited for the season to start and glad to have Cole because none of the preseason games were in your area. Yeah, that's lame, but I'm glad to be able to do that for you. Or to, it's not the same as watching, but I will give you as much info as I can in this one. Thanks for the hard work. Thank you. D. Lodell, thank you so much for the 20 bomb, man, and the kind words. Go Tyler with the membership. Appreciate you. Darrell with the 2. Hello, Chiefs fam. Hello, Darrell. We are getting it going here in a second. The Campbell with the 5 HPTC. We need to get you some of our hot sauces. Oh, God, how hot, dude? I can do spicy, but like hot, I can't do. I might die. But if you got some, like, it's got kick, but it's not overbearing, I'm in. I do like spice, but I don't like, I want to die spice, if that makes sense. All right, the kickoff is about ready. Don, thanks so much for the membership as well. Let's get it. All right, Brashard Smith and Nico Remigio are lined up to receive this kick. Here we go. Brashard Smith is going to catch this. He's up to the left side and just kind of barrels into his own line, and they do get up to the 30. However, a touchback now on kickoffs is to the 35. So here we go. We got Mahomes and company out there. Let's get it. All right. All right, we got Mahomes in the gun. Worthy and Rice to the right. Pacheco in the backfield. It's a handoff to Pacheco. And he's going to kind of blare his way, plow his way for about 6 or 7 yards. I mean, we'll take that all day. A 5+ yard run on first down. It was a 6-yard run. All right, 2nd and 4. Mahomes in the gun. 3 out wide to his right. Pacheco to his left. Mahomes steps back to throw. Simmons with a great block. Mahomes 50-50 ball. Rashee Rice back shoulder. Flag on the play. A lot of contact. It was incomplete. That is clearly a penalty on the defensive back in coverage. Whether it's pass interference or not remains to be seen, but that's what I think it is. He was all over Rashee as he tried to turn around for a back shoulder throw and got slung out of bounds. Let's see what the call is. 2 fouls. PI on defense and personal foul face mask as well on defense. Dude, it's a double dip penalty. You get flagged for PI. The personal foul face mask gives you 15 more yards on top of the spot of pass interference. The Chiefs are all the way up to the Bears' 29-yard line. I don't know how often, FLDB, we've seen double-stacked penalties. That's crazy. He said both of the penalties count. All right, the Chiefs are huddled back up. That's crazy. Okay. You got Mahomes under center now. Pacheco directly behind him. Play action. He's going to roll out. He's got time to throw. He wants to go deep. He's pointing. Bears bearing down on him. He throws a deep ball out of bounds, throws it away. They were trying to set something up. He didn't like it. He held it. He then was doing this, wanting them to go deep. Pass rush bearing down on him, and he did chuck it, but it was really just a throwaway. Hey, they want to take the ball deep downfield. They want to make some plays and with an emphasis on it. So they were trying there. It didn't work, but they were trying. All right, 2nd and 10. Mahomes is in the gun. Rice in motion from the right to the left. Steps back to throw. Middle of the field. Chuck Brashard Smith tried to reel it in. Could not keep possession. Fully outstretched. I thought he was going to be able to haul in what was a pretty powerful pass from Mahomes to Brashard. And that's what you're going to want to see out of Smith, is creating mismatches in the pass game. And he just could not haul it in. He bobbled it, landed awkwardly on his stomach, and was a little bit slow to get up. But that's 3rd and 10 after 2 straight incompletions. I'll talk more about Brashard in just a second here. You've got Mahomes in the gun. Pacheco next to him to his left, 3 out wide to his right. It's 3rd and 10 at the 34. Steps back to throw. Left side does hold, but Mahomes is going to step up, scramble to the right, pumps, gets back to the line, chucks it, diving in the direction of Juju. It's going to be a catch for the first down at the 15-yard line. I couldn't tell because he had to dive to the ground for it. But you're going to hurry up right now because I don't know how confident they are that he hauled that in. Now, he hauled that in. Let's go. 15-yard line in the gun. Mahomes looking left, scrambling left, slings in the direction of Worthy, incomplete. Okay, well, it was a scramble drill on 3rd and 10. The Bears wanted a flag for maybe holding on the O-line. Hands thrown up in the air. Didn't get it. Josh Simmons is huffing in the huddle right now. This is your real game action right here for the rookie, for Kingsley. For what it's worth so far, it looks like Kingsley and Josh Simmons have done okay on that left side. Has it been perfect? Probably not. But when you call the game, I can't see it all. Here we go. Mahomes once again in the gun. Worthy, bottom of the screen. 2 other receivers to his left. Mahomes throws. Brashard Smith this time hauls it in, catches it at the 3-yard line. You're seeing Brashard Smith, guys, get action with the first-team offense. Let's go. That's the 2nd pass thrown in the direction of Brashard, the converted receiver turned running back with only 1 year of experience under his belt at the college level as a running back. This is 2 targets from Mahomes. The first one was a very hard catch to haul in. He could have, but that one was a great pass, catch, 1st and goal at the 3. Kareem Hunt is going to be your goal line back out of the gun, takes the ball, tries to pile drive his way to the end zone, but only gets about 2 yards. That is some great news for Brashard Smith. He didn't get a lot of work in with the first team offense really ever. You've seen Pacheco, you've seen Kareem, you've seen Brashard Smith. Those have been your 3. Pacheco is back in, by the way, on 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. Juju in motion to the left. Mahomes under center, identifying something. Pacheco directly behind him. Juju in motion once again to the other side. They're going to hand it off to Pacheco up the middle. Plows his way in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Let's go. Let's go, man. It's just preseason, but that's what you want to see. This is the Bears starters. You want to see the offense lead a scoring drive as many times as you can when it's with the starters. Heck yeah, man. Some great blocking, and I mean, they were kind of bullied. The Bears D-line got bullied on that play. Pacheco could have scored from a couple different angles there at the end. 6-0. Harrison Butker is lined up for the extra point. That was an 8-play, 69-yard drive. The kick is up slightly to the right, but good. 8 plays, 69 yards. Some of that was a big penalty. Pass interference for 14 yards, and then a personal foul face mask to tack on 15 more after that. But outside of that, you had Mahomes targeting Brashard Smith twice. Juju on a key third down with a 19-yarder, diving catch on a scramble drill. Pacheco with a couple of runs. I mean, heck yeah. And then Brashard Smith had the kickoff. Yeah, Brashard Smith getting plenty of work in with the ones. I love to see that catch. So Brashard Smith is a guy that I don't know what to expect of him his rookie year, but this is what you're going to see here. You're going to create intentional mismatches in the pass game on a linebacker or a safety, and Brashard Smith is going to get looks from Patrick Mahomes. Because if you've got some of your best guys on Kelsey or your opposing team's top 1 or 2 corner on Worthy, Rice, you're going to see these other guys where Mahomes is going to look. Juju, who's strong, healthy, feels better than he has in years. That's per his own words. You're going to see guys like Juju, Noah Gray, Brashard Smith, just these mismatches where they get forgotten. Let's go, man. Let's go! It's just preseason, but I'm pumped. Football is so close to being back. I feel like the O-line did a pretty good job. There were times when Mahomes had to scramble here and there, but I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in chat, how you feel like Josh Simmons and Kingsley has looked, because what you guys can do sometimes when you watch the game, you can hone in on one player where I'm trying to see it all, call it, who's rushing, who's going where. How are they looking so far? Pass blocking way better today. They look good. Chiefs look good on that drive. Kingsley looked good. Kingsley looked good. Let's go. That's what you love to hear. Kingsley seems okay. Hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, O-line looked decent on that first drive. We're going to take it. You're still concerned with Kingsley? Sure. I think it's okay to have some concerns there about Kingsley Suamataia, but he's going to go through some growing pains and he's going to need some time. You're going from Joe Tooney, a top 3 guard in football, to Kingsley. All right, back from commercial break. Harrison Butker with the kick. It's going to be caught at the 5. And a decent return after a spin move. Missed tackle brings the Bears right side up to the 31-yard line. Flag on the play late, though. Flag on the play late. Let's see what the call is. Half the distance to the goal, Bears? Because that would be preferred. Let's see. Marcus with the 5 gifted. Let's go, man. Thank you. No foul. Okay. The flag was thrown for illegal formation on Kansas City, but they picked the flag up. All right. Caleb Williams and that Bears offense is out there. All the key starters, including Joe Tooney, the starting left guard. You're going to have a lot of key defenders out there for the Chiefs. McDuffie's out there. Jalen Watson. Chris Jones. Here we go. Caleb Williams under center. One man in motion, and it was supposed to be a jet sweep, fumbled. Caleb Williams had to dive on it for a 5-yard loss. Oh boy. New head coach Ben Johnson, formerly of the Lions, can't be happy about that one. 5-yard loss on the first play. Okay. It didn't seem like the receiver in motion was even expecting it. It's Olamide Zaccheaus was in motion pre-snap, and he wasn't even reaching for the football. 2nd and 15. Here we go. Backed up now to the 25. Williams in the gun, 2 out wide to his left. Crowd is so loud right now. There's a flag on the play. False start. Let's go. They can't hear nothing. Welcome to Arrowhead, even at a preseason game. Oh my gosh, this is great. All right, 2nd and 20 it is. They can't hear nothing. I love that. For a preseason game, what a bunch of sickos. I love Chiefs Kingdom. 2nd and 19, Williams in the gun, steps back, Chiefs rush 4. Chris Jones Flushes him from the pocket. Karloff is trying to chase him down as Williams rolls right, throws off of his back leg, out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd and 19. Dude. Let's go. Yeah, Chiefs Kingdom so loud they caused a false start. All right, 3rd and 19. Here we go. Third and 19. Crowd is getting loud. Williams in the gun. 2 to his left. 1 to his right. They're on basically a silent count because you can't hear. Williams steps back to throw. He's got some time. Holds it forever. Throws, caught. Middle of the field, gain of about 15. Jaden Hicks with the tackle, but it's going to be like 4th and 5. I think you're punting. If you go for it on 4th and 5. Yeah, it was a good throw by Caleb, but you're short of the sticks. You're short of the sticks. DJ Moore with the grab. Jaden Hicks on him as soon as he caught that ball. Solid tackle, too. 4th and 5. Who's Nico Remigio back to return on 4th and 5? Punt is up. Remigio's at the 10. With the catch, he's got room. What does he do with it? He goes up the left sideline and out of bounds at about the 20. Flag on the play, though. That's probably going to be on the receiving team. I'm assuming that's going to be on the Chiefs. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the receiving team. Yeah. Half the distance to the goal. It was a hold on, I believe, Chris Roland Wallace. They said number 30. Both Brashard Smith and Chris Roland Wallace are both number 30, but I'm going to assume it was Roland Wallace. So the Chiefs offense is taking the field again. That's Mahomes and company, but they're going to be way deep backed up. I don't know if it's at the 10 or where it's going to be. Man. Joe, thanks so much for the gifted. Let's get it. Yeah, the defense came to play. What a play by the defense. All right, FLDB, this is a good start. The offense had a great drive. Recap of the first drive. For the Chiefs offense, it was really Juju with a big catch on 3rd down, diving grab on a scramble drill. Brashard Smith then had a catch to get them inside the 10-yard line. Mahomes was only 2 for 5 for 31 yards. Couple of those, though, were just throwaways. Pacheco had 2 carries for 8. Juju 1 for 9. Brashard Smith 1 for 12. Brashard Smith is probably like the highlight of that drive for me because he was targeted twice by Mahomes. Almost hauled in about a 20-yard pass. Let's get it. Is Hollywood in bubble wrap? Maybe, Caleb. He's out. I don't know if he's playing. First team offense will get a second drive starting at their own 7-yard line. God bless America. Yeah, it was an 8-play, 69-yard drive. Nice drive. Capped off by a Pacheco touchdown. All right. Well, the Chiefs offense is going to take probably their last drive of the game, ladies and gentlemen, with the key starters. You might see Minshew come in after this with the starting O-line. Well, let's see what happens here. All right. Mahomes under center. Kareem Hunt in the backfield breaks a tackle all the way up to, well, about 3 yards shy of the line to gain. What a good run there by Kareem Hunt. That was a 7 or 8 yard run. Yeah, that gives you a little bit of breathing room, too, because you were at the 7. You're now at the 15, and it's only 2nd and 2. This could be a run. This could be a pass. Could really go either way here. Mahomes in the gun. Looks like Kareem next to him, to his right. Worthy on the left is a quick pass to Rice, right side, and he's got room. Dude, shoots out like a cannon for a gain of at least 10. God, Rice is fast, dude. That quick burst. Quick pass, right side. Great vision by Rice to cut inside. Finding a weak spot, the opening. First down and more. It was a gain of 9 on 2nd and 2. Thanks for the live stream for the unwashed, who can't access to the game. Pack, thanks so much for the 20 bomb and being here. 1st and 10, 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Mahomes and company at the 24-yard line. Kelsey in motion to the left. You've got Mahomes in the gun, 3 options to the left. Play action to Kareem. Uncorks a deep shot down the left sideline. Tyquan Thornton! Oh! 50 yards to Tyquan Thornton. Oh my God! Deep ball, left side, Thornton, open, separation, dives, catch, let's go! Woo! Oh my God! Let's go. The O-line held. Mahomes could stand in the pocket and uncork it. Mahomes washed. Can't throw the deep ball. He had no line. Look what happens when the line can hold. Let's go, dude. Under center at the 18. Play action. It's a design screen to Kelsey left side, and he drops it. Sorry, my mic was peaking. I'm going to turn it down. If you hear that, FLDB, let me know. I mean, I was yelling, but it was peaking. I could hear it in my ears. Oh my, it was a 58-yard cannon shot out of the hand of Patrick Mahomes into the awaiting arms of Tyquan Thornton. Roster lock if you didn't think he was already. It's a handoff to Kareem on 2nd and 10, and he's got a hard-fought run for about 6-7 yards up the middle. Oh, shoot. Man, I am not used to the deep ball. I'm a little shook up in a good way. 3rd and 5, though, because Kelsey dropped a pass on a little screen left side on first down, 5-yard run by Kareem. Worthy in motion to the left. Mahomes in the gun. I think Kareem is next to him on the left side. 3rd and 5 at the 13. Mahomes steps back. Simmons with a good block. Mahomes is going to scramble. A couple linemen get knocked over. Throws wide open. Drop. Kareem Hunt with the diving attempt. Incomplete. Dude, that's tough. It looks like Kareem might be your 3rd down back. 4th and 5. Man, Josh Simmons looked good. Kingsley was holding up. Trey Smith knocked a guy down. Mahomes eventually had to scramble right just because he's trying to find a way to get around, and that's just a tough drop there really by Kareem Hunt. He dove for it. Not the easiest catch in the world, but it hit him right here. Hit him right in the numbers. I still love the effort by the offense. That field goal from Butker that just went up was good, by the way, so it's 10-0. And I think that might be it from the key starters. Yeah, the offense looked really good. It looked really solid those first 2 drives. You had tough drops by Kelsey. Drops by Kelsey and Kareem, and then they're in the end zone, but there's a lot of good takeaways. God, dude, if Kareem Hunt would have caught that for a touchdown, because Mahomes really did a good job getting out of that pocket. It got weird there. He was trying to scramble right, but Trey Smith obliterated a Bears lineman. the guy like flew past almost by Mahomes where he was going to try scrambling, right? It was because Trey Smith knocked him into another dimension. And so he finally gets out of there. Wide open Kareem on a scramble drill. Man. Yeah, Trey Smith was taking bodies. Greg Coleman with the 100 bomb. T. Dene Hudson with the 10 bomb. Thanks for the live stream from Wisconsin, Cole. Thanks for being here, guys. Tyquan Thornton with the 58-yard deep ball. That was a perfect pass, too. Greg! He said, we having fun yet, my friend? How about those Chiefs? Let's freaking go. Thanks so much. Greg Coleman with the 100 bomb. Rust with the 5. The Chiefs are back. Deep ball had me shook up, too. I wasn't ready for it. I was not ready for it. Oh, that was fun. Had a lot of fun with that one. Yeah, very interesting. Brashard Smith had a decent amount of snaps, man, with the first team offense. I like to see that a lot. That's intriguing. They almost like intentionally FLDB like held him out the first couple of preseason games, at least with the first team offense. He didn't touch the ball, I think, last week until the second half. I'm over here like, what are they doing with Brashard Smith? This is weird. Now, he went out as a receiver. He came in as a running back, but motioned out as a receiver or ran routes out of the backfield on multiple plays. Mahomes targeted him twice. Could have hauled in the first one. It was a really tough grab. That second one, though, was a great one to get them inside the 10-yard line. We are back from commercial break. 10-0 Chiefs. Harrison Butker with another kickoff. It's going to be caught at the 5. Going to try to return it again. And they're only going to get to about the 27-yard line. I think Jaden Hicks might have been there. Maybe it was Bossa. I couldn't tell if it was 21 or 31. FLDB, if you saw, let me know. It was either 21 or 31 with the tackle. The Chiefs' number one offense has run 17 plays in the preseason and scored 17 points. Okay. 1 point per play. Let's get it. 1st and 10 now for Caleb Williams. In that offense, I believe it's Caleb still out there. Yep. Under center. Handoff. Only a gain of about 4. Remember the run defense last week got kind of ran all over. And they've been doing a really good job so far. All right, 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard run on first down. Caleb Williams once again under center. Got the tight end in motion from the right to the left. 2 options to his left. Play action. And it's going to be a check down to Swift, left side, who leaps over a man and puts him oh, man. Swift just leaped over a Chiefs defender and turned him into a meme. Chamari Connor tried to tackle him, and Swift leaped over him, stayed in bounds for the first down and additional yardage. I hate to see Chiefs players get turned into a poster, but that was a poster play. It was a gain of 6, 3rd and 1. I thought it was a first down. You got Caleb Williams under center again, 1 man in motion to the left. Are they going to hand it off? They are. And Swift, he got hit near the line of scrimmage, but he did get about 2 yards. It's going to be a first down. They're going to move the chains. So it's interesting. You got McDuffie out there. I'm looking at the starting defense. Chamari Connor. Have we seen Fulton yet? I don't think so. We probably have Jalen Watson on the other side. Dub Freak with the 10. Wow. What's jumped out the screen for me is how fast we were playing. Yeah, it feels night and day compared to last year's offense. We rolling. Clean up those drops and I can smell an MVP season. Let's freaking go, dude. Yeah, that should have been a touchdown grab from Kareem Hunt in the end zone. Diving catch. Caleb Williams, meanwhile, under center, offset I formation. Hands it off. There's a flag on the play early. Looks like Swift is going to get about 4 yards, but that flag was thrown as soon as the ball was snapped. We'll see what the call is. Offsides on Chris Jones. Lined up in the neutral zone, so 5-yard penalty. All right. Chris Jones is over there saying, okay, all right. He's done that from time to time. He lines up pretty close. Man, I'm really encouraged by how the Chiefs' offense has looked. Kingsley and Josh Simmons look good. They were flying around. 1st and 5 for Williams. Meanwhile, as the Bears' offense are on the field at their own 38, another handoff to Swift. And this time, he might get 2-3 yards. Chris Jones a little slow to get up, but I think he's all right. I don't read too much this early in the season of guys slow to get up because they're probably tired. You're still getting that conditioning. Yeah, it was a 3-yard run, or 2-yard run, rather, right side. We got Tillery on the line. Jalen Watson and McDuffie are your corners. Williams in the gun wants to check it down right side, doesn't like it. He's trying to get out of there, and he's going to be sacked. That might be a credit to Chris Jones, who kind of missed him, but Caleb fell as he was trying to scramble away. That's a sack. A loss of at least 5. I don't know who's going to get that, but Minihue was there. Chris Jones was there. McDuffie. Part of the reason why Caleb Williams had nowhere to go is McDuffie was blanketing in coverage. I mean, Minihue was the last one in the area, but Chris Jones... Well, really, it was Chris Jones and Minihue got a lot of pressure there. I love to see that. Some good effort. 3rd and 9. Let's do it again. Chiefs are showing pressure. Caleb Williams in the gun, 3 out wide to his right. They don't bring pressure. They back out of it. Throws on a crosser. Insane tackle by Jaden Hicks, not allowing any yards after the catch. Good God, it's 4th and punt, most likely. Oh, my. Yeah, Minihue and CJ. Yeah, Jaden Hicks with a great tackle. Woo! Dude, they look good. Yeah, you can say, oh, it's just the Bears. They look good. I don't care. Nico Remigio back to receive this punt. 4th and 4. Almost blocked. Remigio at the 11, right side. Catches it. Tries to change a little bit of direction, and he gets about 5 yards. Oh, boy. Yeah, Minihue looked good there. Let's go, dude. Hey, I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are feeling good. I'm feeling really good. This is a couple statement drives here for the Kansas City Chiefs with their starters. Game not in my area. Can you tell me about the Thornton play, please? I could tell you about it, or I could show you if you would prefer. Deep down the left side. Boom! Let's go. One more. Here it is. Oh my goodness. Wow. Dude, yes. It's just preseason, I know. But let's go. You love to see it. Yeah, no injuries. That'd be the best. Is Drew Tranquil hurt? I don't know. Is he hurt? Starting offense poised to go back out for their 3rd possession this evening. I haven't seen any news about Drew Tranquil being hurt. Is he not out there? Why are you asking that? Yeah, it looks like we're going to get one more drive. The game's on channel 41 for me. I think that's NBC. It's KSHB locally. I believe the first team offense is coming out. I'm going to swap mics just so I can move a little bit. Yeah, I think the first team offense is coming out again. Man. You see how he got up and ran? Are you talking about Thornton? Or who are you talking about? Let's go. Pat told Andy he needed one more taste. Maybe so. They typically only get 2 drives, but it looks like they might be coming out for a third. We'll get confirmation here in a second. Dang it, dude. That dropped Kareem Hunt touchdown pass, by the way, catch. That was going to hit one of my picks. All right, 1st and 10 at the 19. Mahomes is out there. Noah Gray in motion. They fake the handoff to Pacheco. Mahomes takes another shot down the field. Leaping grab caught by Travis Kelce all the way to the 39-yard line. 1st down, Kansas City. Let's freaking go. 20 yards. Kelce in the slot, runs an out route. In coverage on a linebacker, Mahomes is going to look. If you got Travis Kelce on a linebacker, Mahomes has said it before, he's just going to look for Kelce and throw it his way. It's not fair. 35 years old or not, it's not fair. 1st and 10 all the way at the 39. Mahomes in the gun. Quick pass to Worthy, right side. Tries to bounce out. Makes one man miss as he cuts inside and he gets almost to the line to gain. Worthy, good night. I thought he was going to get shoved out of bounds after a gain of 2. Cuts inside and gets a 1st down. Man. First time you've seen the Chiefs players out at Arrowhead since, I think, the AFC Championship game, right, against the Bills. What is happening? They're not showing the field, but I don't know what's going on. Anybody know? Oh, injured Bear. Okay, injury. They didn't even say it on the broadcast unless I missed it. Sewell on the sideline for the Bears, getting looked at and now jumping up. So far, Mahomes is 6 of 11 for 129 yards and what should have been 7 for 11 for 142 yards and a touchdown had Kareem been able to haul that in. Kareem Hunt has 3 carries for 15 yards. Pacheco, 2 for 8. Thornton, 1 catch for 58. Kelce, 1 for 20. Juju, 1 for 19. Brashard, 1 for 12 on 2 targets. Rice and Worthy also have been involved here. The donos from my wife. She loves listening to you as much as I do. Thanks, man. Aaron, let's go. Mrs. Powell, thank you so much. Here we go. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 1 is the official spot after that catch by Xavier Worthy. I thought he got enough for the 1st down. Just shy. A few seconds ago, I saw, how about this Chiefs flag? I saw it at the top of the broadcast, too. Yeah, heck yeah. What's up, WPB? That is the official flag for the Chiefs this year. Their game day flag. NFL Plus has all preseason games in and out of market, said Andy with the 2-bomb. In case anybody wants to get this last preseason game, you can subscribe to NFL Plus, I think. It's the last one, but you could do it. Here we go. 2nd and 1. Mahomes in the gun, 1 running back to each side. Actually, the one to his left was Rice, and they motion him out to the right. He's got 5 options. Mahomes throws, caught by Kelce, middle of the field, turns upfield for a lot more, all the way to the 38-yard line. Kelce is cooking. Let's go, dude. My gosh. A little option route from Kelce, but it's the yards after the catch, the separation that he's able to get quickly on a safety. Mahomes is just going to look there, find him, and they are going to eat like they're at a buffet. That was a 12-yard little connect there. Chiefs into Bears territory at the 40. Mahomes in the gun. Steps back. The line holds. Pump fakes. Wants to throw deep. He's going to tuck it and run. And he needs to slide down, but he's all the way down to the 20, weaving his way like a little serpent all the way to the 20. I was scared shitless because I don't like when Mahomes runs, especially in a preseason game, but there is a late flag. There's a late flag on the play. Might be holding. Let's see. Illegal hands to the face defense penalty. Oh, it's not declined. It's added to the end of the run. Mahomes is out there gasping for air as he just ran. How long was that run? Line of scrimmage was at the 40. 19 yards weaving his way out of traffic. Oh, God. Mahomes said he's not that fast, but he's normally just fast enough when it matters. 17-yard line in the pistol. You have Nico Remigio in motion, but they hand it off to Pacheco, who cuts left side. He's got a seam. He's at the 10, 5, push out of bounds, and he goes head first, awkwardly into the wall and into a trash can. God, dude. You all right, brother? That was a 13-yard run up the left side. Great blocking by Juju on the left side, by the way. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Holy smokes, the Chiefs are alive in this preseason game. Their starters are looking very good. Let's go. Man, things are looking great. He like stumbled forward and went helmet first, half into the plastic trash can, half into the wall. Oh my goodness. Well, this has been fun. Woo! Woo! What's up with Hollywood? I don't know. I don't even know if he's playing. Have you guys seen him out there? I'm not sure he's been out. But yeah, Nico Remigio was there. Juju, Rice, Mahomes with a great little scramble for 20 yards, was laughing the whole way. Man. Yeah, Pacheco looked good too. That was a really good 13-yard run. He's on the sideline. We'll see if he goes out or not. Andy Reid said Hollywood will do warm-ups and they'll kind of see how he is. They're not going to rush anything there with him. Yeah, O-line looks great. What do you use to watch most of the games? I have YouTube TV. I also pay for Sunday Ticket, but I live local to KC, so I get it on local channels most days. Glad to hear you're back. Are you back? Heck yeah, Julie, let's go. It's been fun. It's been a fun game. We've got 4,700 people in chat right now. Mama Max says hi. What up, Mama Max in the house? Deep Mom might be back. I hope so, Quentin. Dub Freak with the 27 months, Pacheco like a damn bowling ball. He reminds me of an RC car. Zooming. O-line sexy. Yeah, Jamie, the O-line's looking good, man. All right, we back from commercial break. It was the end of the first quarter, and the Chiefs are first and goal right now. I need, for my pick'em, I know I'm a sick man, have a couple picks for preseason, a couple underdog picks. Need a Mahomes touchdown pass right here. In the gun, Pacheco, and Mahomes going to throw a back shoulder 50-50, touchdown, Rashee Rice. We got it. We got it. What a throw. What a catch. What a connect from QB1 to wide receiver 1, one-on-one right side. Mahomes did a very similar throw, game 1, to Jason Brownlee. The critique on Brownlee is he went too far and waited too long to turn around and react to that ball. Rice showing great rapport and timing with Mahomes, perfectly turned. Nothing that DB in coverage could do. The extra point is good. It is 17-0. The Chiefs kicking some preseason early on in this game. Yeah, I've seen enough of the starters. Oh, the only people I care to see maybe keep the starting O-line out. Maybe keep the starting O-line out. Wow. Wow. Let's go. Y'all, looks like we might have an offense, said Hannah with the 2. I'm thinking so. I'm thinking back. Jennifer with the 1587. Thank you so much. Blind with the 5. Cole, I don't get too excited about preseason games. Also, Cole, woo! I don't take away too much from a win or a loss with preseason, but when you've got the first team offense versus the first team defense out there, and the offense is moving like they are, deep balls, O-line holding up, I'm excited. The kick is going to be caught and returned, trying to weave up, left, right, tackled at the 29. That should be all we see in theory from the starting offense. I don't know what else you would need. Oh my goodness. Another back shoulder throw from Mahomes to Rice. Perfectly timed. What are you going to do? Late hands from Rice as he turned to haul in that touchdown too. Caleb Williams and company, I believe, are still out there. Yeah, that's 18. Caleb Williams under center. I think that's Caleb. I could be wrong. They're going to hand it off to Swift, and he bounces out left side, and he's going to get 13 yards. Don't love seeing that from the Chiefs' run defense after the showing they had last week. What number is Bajent? He's number 17. Okay. They're interviewing Brett Veach right now, but I really want to see the field. All right, here we go. Caleb Williams in the gun. All the way up to the 41 now. Quick pass, left side, caught, and lit up after a gain of about 6. Quick little bubble screen there to Rome Odunze. It's our second-year wideout out of Washington. Quick grab. Tough tackle. Let's go Chiefs. I think we'll blow out the Bears. Yeah, we'll see what happens once they pull the starters. Here's the thing. This is why when I say the final score doesn't matter, if they pull the starters and the Chiefs lose this game, it doesn't matter. The starters did what they needed to do. It was 17-0. We'll see, though. Caleb Williams hands it off. On 2nd and 5, Swift, hard fought 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1. J-Dub with the membership. Let's go. Bro, why are they interrupting the starters in this preseason game? That's a great question. $13 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Chicago Bears here at Arrowhead Stadium. Chiefs starters have been electric so far, scored on all 3 drives, and really were a kind of a drop from it being 3 straight touchdowns by Kareem Hunt in the end zone. 3rd and 1, though. Under center, they're going to hand it off up the middle, they needed 1, got 2, first down just across midfield. When I saw Pat laughing during that run, it reminded me of what he said was a priority for the season. Have fun again. Let's freaking go. Air it out. Grim Reaper. Thank you, Hannah, for the 5. Come on. Boss is out there in place of Tranquil, huh? I'm trying to remember. Why isn't Drew Tranquil out there? Was he ruled out? I just don't remember that. Maybe he was, and he's one of the guys I forgot. All right, they're going to hand it off again on first down. A Minihue with the tackle, gain of about 2, maybe 3. Oh, Tranquil's back still? I don't know why. I thought he was fine, like back to working. Chiefs offensive starters are done after 3 drives and 17 points. Most of the starters without their helmets and backups are warming up. Holy. Patrick Mahomes is averaging 11 yards per attempt. First team O didn't commit a single penalty. Isaiah Pacheco truly has regained his full burst and speed. 2nd and 8 for Caleb Williams and the Bears offense at the 45-yard line. In the gun. Steps back to throw. The line holds just long enough for him to check it down middle of the field, but extra yardage fought for the first. Down at about the 37-yard line. First down for the Bears. Jeffrey Bossa in for Tranquil is interesting because Jack Cochran is also banged up. Oh, yeah, we're winning. How about that deep ball? Glad to see it back. Let's go, Thunder. Thanks for the 5. Network with best scoreboard. I like Fox Animations. I like the Super Bowl scoreboard last year. Jokes. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Caleb Williams in the gun. Quick pass again to the right, but this one is going to go nowhere. George Karloftis and Nick Bolton said, no, sir. You may not have another. Cowboys are going to waste Micah? I mean, maybe. Are the defensive starters playing right now? Yes. I'll take a look again on this next play. They keep moving away from the field to show a Brett Veach interview, and I like Veach, but the starters are out. I want to see the field here. Yeah, you've got Hicks, Tillery, Bolton, possibly Chris Jones. It looks like the starters are out there. I can't confirm about Chris Jones. I don't see him. It's a play action rollout for Caleb Williams, left side, and he's going to beat Shamari Connor for, 20 yards up the left side. I don't know if that was a designed run or what, but that was great awareness there by Caleb Williams to see the opening, and he knew he could outrun Shamari Connor. That was an 18-yard scramble on a rollout, bootleg, up the left side. Set box with the 10 bomb. Love the deep ball. Heck yeah, dude. I see lots of super chats about the deep ball. Appreciate all you guys. All right, they cut back from from an outside shot to show a handoff run. The Bears' offense now is moving. They're at the 10. They're at the 10-yard line. I would love to see the defense not give up a touchdown here. FLDB is trolling? Or someone's trolling? What happened? 2nd and 5. Yeah, I knew Tranquil was dealing with the back. I guess I just can't remember he got ruled out of this game. But with that said, Jeffrey Boss has been in for him. Caleb Williams in the gun, wants to throw left, but pressure is going to force him to throw off his back foot and out of bounds. The Chiefs defense sent some pressure, and Caleb Williams was not ready for it. George Karloftis with a great pressure. Leo Chanel was really the guy kind of all over. Wow. Great to see Mahomes. Please, no injuries. Exactly, Lucifer. Thank you so much for the 2-bomb. That's what I'm saying, Surratt. He said Tranquil isn't listed on the reports that I can find today. That's why I'm a little confused. But hey, maybe his back wasn't quite ready, and he's just not going to play. He wasn't ruled out of this game. Here we go, 3rd and 5 at the 10. Caleb Williams in the gun. Crowd getting loud. He looks left, fires middle of the field. Double coverage, almost picked off by Christian Fulton. No, thank you! Brian Cook, Fulton in the area. Dangerous pass, to be honest. Odunze was the target. Wow. Yeah, bad pass by Caleb Williams on that. So it's going to be a 28-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Kick is up, and it's good. 3-17. And I'm going to assume if the offensive starters are done, the defensive starters are done. So what I want to do, they're going to cut to a commercial break. I want to look at the box score with you guys real quick and just see how things are looking after 3 drives with the starters, because they're pretty much done. Mahomes, 8 for 13, 143 yards and a touchdown. Should have been 2. 0 sacks, 124.8 passer rating. Pacheco leads the room on the ground. 3 carries, 21 yards, and a touchdown. Mahomes had a scramble for 18. Hunt, 3 for 15. Kelsey came alive on that drive, 2 for 32 yards. Thornton with the deep ball. I think that it was the first drive, I believe, 1 for 58. Juju. Rice had a couple for 12. Juju's was for 19. Brashard Smith, 1 for 12. Worthy, 1 for 9. Shamari Connor leading the team in tackles. Chris Jones with the sack, tackle for loss. Here's something else I want to see. The Chiefs were 1 for 2 on 3rd downs. And 2 for 3 in the red zone. Could have been 3 for 3 if it wasn't for the Hunt drop. It's interesting to note that the Bears are leading in time of possession because the Chiefs offense is just flying down. They're just flying down the field. What do I want to look at? I want to look at yards per play is double the Bears. Over double the Bears. The Bears yards per play, 4.4 in 3 drives. The Chiefs, 9.8 in 3 drives. You can't really ask for much more from the starters through 3 series of this last preseason game. I've seen enough. Wow. Patrick Mahomes' 143 yards tonight are his most in a preseason game since 2022, says Nate Taylor of ESPN, when he had 162 yards against the Commanders, an exhibition that was also at Arrowhead. Also worth noting, per Pete Sweeney now of the KC Star, he's no longer with Arrowhead Pride, he said Christian Fulton had all the reps as the CB2 on that last drive. Man, this has been fun. Man, oh man, this has been fun. I like your shirt. I got Spags to sign my football, and he wrote Hebrews 11:1. Oh, nice, Marcus. Yeah, and Spags we trust, bro. I think Spags is a Catholic guy, right? He's religious for sure. All right, the kick is up, and it's going to be caught, carried right side, bobbing all the way to the 35, 36-yard line. I don't know who had that return. Minshew and most of the twos are coming out, though. You know, we were saying, like, hey, I would love to see maybe more from the O-line, but after those 3 drives, I didn't see any major concerns from Kingsley. I didn't see major concerns, real no surprise, from Josh Simmons. I don't see why they need to go out there now with the backups and keep getting reps in. You've got Minshew now out there, and I think it's all backups. As Minshew looks left, doesn't like it. He's going to tuck it and run for about 5 yards up the middle and slides down. Jalen Moore is in at right tackle. Wanye is left tackle. That's your backup tackles right now at this point in time. Who had the TDs? Rice had a back shoulder grab. And then Pacheco had a run. I want to see just a little burst out of Mitchell. Me too. I think Brashard Smith is in there, though. Yeah, he's to the left of Minshew, who's in the gun. 3 options to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Smith and completely bottled up for a loss of maybe 2. Nowhere for Smith to go. Minshew's a pretty decent guy for a Raider. Yeah, he's only there for a year. He was only there for a year. We're on a 10-game win streak at home. That's pretty crazy. 3rd and 6. Don't go 3 and out. We've got Thornton out there. Minshew in the gun. I think Brashard Smith is out there once again. You got 2 seconds on the play clock. Gets it off with a 0. Look, stands in, deep pass. A lot of contact, should be a flag. Thornton got tackled before he ever even touched the football. That's a flag all day every day. The defender's going like this. You can't tackle the guy if he doesn't have the football. I learned that in Madden 95 when I was 4. I don't even know if Madden 95 was a thing, but I learned that playing Madden at a young age. PI, number 37, that's a first down. Kansas City. Smiley with the membership. Yeah, that was awful. Patrick Mahomes is like, yo! What the was that? All right, 1st and 10 now at the Bears 40. Minshew under center. Hands it off to Brashard Smith. He tries to pierce through the line. Gains about 3, maybe 4, just outside of the left hash. Andrew with the 24 months. Definitely a different feeling from last week. Crazy what happens when we play the starters. Oh, yeah, for sure. No flag. Cole is based, but I like it. No flag? What do you mean no flag? That was a flag. He tackled Tyquan Thornton to the ground. Tyquan didn't even touch the ball. All right, 2nd and 8 At the 38, Minshew in the gun, 3 options to his right. He's looking right. Line holds, throws, wide open. Nico Remigio, right side, jukes, fights for more yards even after. And I said Nico is going to need a good showing here. This might be a flag on the Chiefs. Or is it offsetting penalties? Replay the down. There's a flag on the play. Let's see. I hit Nico's lower on receiving yards, by the way. 2 fouls, 1 on each team. Holding on the offense, illegal contact on the defense. Yeah, you've got to offset penalties there, replay the down. That was a catch to Nico Remigio for 31 yards. That would have blew up my... I went with lower on his 17.5 receiving yards just because I wasn't... Dude, preseason's freaking possible for picks, okay? But I did make some picks, put like $10 down on it for fun with Underdog. But that play didn't count. 2nd and 8. It's basically a retry of this down. Minshew in the gun, 3 out wide to his right again. Steps back to throw. Bears got pressure, but he sets up a screen left side, and it was not good. That was going nowhere. Whew, okay, 3rd and 8 for this offense. Madden 26 is pretty good. I haven't played Madden in a long time, to be honest with you. Not showing ball on scoreboard. FLDB is now. All right, Minshew at the 38. In the gun, Nico Remigio in motion. Nope. Goes back to his original spot in the slot, right side. It's going to be a quick pass. Hauled in by Nico. Contested grab. I don't know how he maintained possession. 3rd and 8. Got 9. First down. I think that was Nico, wasn't it? Yeah. What a grab by Nico. What a grab by Nico. Yeah, that's wide receiver 7 as your punt returner. The play gets blown dead because a timeout was called. Yeah, it was a great grab by Nico to move the chains on 3rd and 8. FLDB. If you guys are like, who's FLDB? Every time if I mention him, he's running the scoreboard. He's here with us. Yeah, it was a great catch by Nico for 30 yards or whatever. Got called back, and then he converted a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that was a fantastic catch. I don't know how he held on to that. He was getting contested really. And the ball was outstretched.
Yeah, fully stretched out for that ball and maintain possession. How are you feeling about the offense through 3 drives, at least with the starters? I know the backups are in right now.
I mean, the starters look great. The offensive line reminds me of the time of Happy Gilmore. Happy learned how to putt. It looks great. Like they look like a unit now, and Mahomes has time. I mean, again, it's preseason. We don't know how much effort the Bears defense is putting out, but it looks like they have their first team starters.
Yeah, they're their first team out there, I think, all 3 drives.
Yeah, so, I mean, and Kareem should have caught that ball. I mean,
yeah.
It's a mistake, but...
It is what it is.
I think if he did catch that ball, we wouldn't have seen the 3rd drive. I think they would have pulled him after the 2nd drive. So...
Okay, yeah, maybe.
I feel that was a good thing to maybe drop the ball. So, but, yeah, they look really good. And... with the reps, it seems that I think Steele is probably on the cut list, and Smith will replace Steele. I mean, we don't know about the pass blocking really. I mean, he has to show a bit of that, but
yeah, we haven't seen Steele yet. But here's the thing: I don't think Brashard Smith was ever a risk of being cut. But it's either Elijah Mitchell or Steele fighting for their spots. The Chiefs have reportedly been calling for teams for a running back because supposedly Elijah Mitchell has just not been what the Chiefs hoped he would be so far. So I think Smith is safe. Pacheco, Kareem Hunt's safe. That's 3. So the question is, do they roll with 4 and a fullback? or 4 and no fullback, or 3 and a fullback, with the fullback being Carson Steele. They've rolled with 3 running backs before as well. I don't know how much I would love to roll with 3 when you've got Pacheco. That's fine. But then Kareem Hunt, who's just older. And then Brashard Smith, who's brand new. He's played running back 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
We are back from commercial break, and we'll talk a little bit more. But Gardner Minshew, rollout off of a play action, fires, caught, right side. Jared Wiley, the second-year tight end, turns upfield for a gain of about 6. I do have a quick question for you, FLDB, before we get to this next play. The glasses you have on, those, what are those?
These are Gunner.
Are they, but like, are they prescription or are they like to help
no.
on
Nope,
the screens?
they're just blue blocking, so.
You can't wear them because you look about twice as smart as I do when you wear them. Oh, man. No, I love it, dude. Let's go. 2nd and 5. All the way up to the 24-yard line. Minshew in the gun. The Bears look like they're bringing pressure. Got him to bite on a hard count. This is a free play. Minshew throws, caught again. Wiley right side, first down and a little bit more. That was a free play. Minshew got him to bite on a great hard count. If you don't know what a hard count is, he said hut, but it was a double count. Hut. Defense was trying to bring pressure, jumped on the first. Offsides, 5-yard. Oh, it's actually declined because of the catch, so let's go. How well does Steele block? I think he's okay. But he's not going to be out there on 3rd downs. He's not your 3rd down back. Wiley wildin'. First down, 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. I feel like this game's kind of flying. I don't know. 17-yard line. Tyquan Thornton was lined up next to Minshew in the backfield, gets motioned out to the right side. So you got Minshew in the gun. Steps back to throw. Stands in there, fires, middle of the field, contested, knocked up into the air and almost picked off by Owens. That was almost picked off by the Bears at about the 3-yard line. Minshew looks a lot like Perna, somebody just said. Hey, Minshew with the sidearm sling really trying to force it. Who was he trying to force it to? Wiley again? No. Maybe that was Tunyon. I can't tell. It was into triple coverage. 16-yard line, Minshew in the gun, empty. 3 options to his left, 2 to his right. Looks right, fires, jump, caught. Brownlee just got lit up at the 1. Brownlee makes a great catch. Stood through contact. Got lit up. Maintained possession. Whoo. Goodness. He got hit. All right, 1st and goal at the 1. All right. 1st and goal at the 1. Minshew in the gun. Brashard Smith to his left. Nico was going to go in motion, but the play gets blown dead with a flag. Probably false start. False start number 60, which sucks. It was on Norzad because it was 1st and... Or what was it? It was 1st and goal at the 1. Now it's 1st and goal at the 6. Bummer. Well, hopefully you can still get in the end zone, but that 1st and goal from the 1 would have been a little bit more ideal. All right. Minshew in shotgun once again here. Play action to Brashard. Looks right, looks left, throws back of the end zone, incomplete. 2nd and goal. Pressure was all over. You like Brownlee too? Yeah, Brownlee is a good receiver. I think... I don't think he's making the roster, though. Chiefs fans are acting like this is the Super Bowl. Brother, how dumb are you? The Chiefs have been to 5 Super Bowls in 6 years. We know exactly what playing in a Super Bowl is like. Don't be 5 years old. Quick pass on an RPO to Nico Remigio, thrown at his feet, 3rd and goal. All right, 3rd and goal at the 6. Yeah, you know it's a crazy time to be a Chiefs fan when making and playing in a Super Bowl game feels regular. Like, I was going down for another Super Bowl game here on the channel. I was nervous, but I was like, this is crazy. Another one. 3rd and goal at the 5. Minshew in the gun, 3 out wide to his left. And Brashard Smith motions left too, but he throws right, 50-50 ball. Jason Brownlee tries to jump up and haul it in. Cannot. Incomplete. 4th and goal. I'm assuming they're going to kick a field goal here. Michael with the membership. I appreciate it, man. He tried a 50-50 ball to Brownlee, just similar style to Mahomes trying to connect with Rashee, which obviously Mahomes did connect. All right, Harrison Butker. Another field goal attempt, 23-yarder. Right hash, kick is up, kick is good, 20-3. But there's a flag on the play. Oh, boy. Dude, please be on the Bears. 4th and goal at the 1 is what I want to see. Offsides, 4th and goal at the 1. I think Dave Tobe is going to decline this. Oh, Chiefs offense coming out. Chiefs offense might be coming out. Let's see what the call is. This gets annoying after the exciting first few runs. He was going to bring the offense out there, but I think not. Hurry up. We're waiting on the refs to say something. Okay, it was offsides defense, but the penalty is declined. Kick is good. Why? It would have been 4th and goal at the 1, I think. QB sneak. No, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. Agent Bajent is the Bears' real quarterback. I don't know about that, but he did just get extended, I think signed to a 2-year deal. You're at the game, but wanted to hop in live. What's up, Diesel? Hope the game's been fun. It would have been half the distance, not the 1. All right. Half the false start would have been half the distance? Okay. Well, I'm an idiot. FLDB was going like this when I said half the distance. He's like, yes. Come on, dude. Get with it. Cole is in preseason form. Calling the game. Brownlee giving me that Justin Ross vibes. In what regard? Bajent is fun to watch, though. Yeah, I'm excited. I think he's a good dude. I think he came from a D2 college, got life-changing money on that extension, was crying at the podium, just grateful because he said his dad, for a lot of his long part of his childhood, I think, his dad didn't even have running water growing up. So they came from nothing. And the fact that he got that money via this extension is going to change everything for his family, which is pretty cool. Brownlee is a dog. Yeah, he took a big hit there. We shouldn't give up on Brownlee. Yeah, I don't know what... I don't see how he makes the roster unless Rice starts out the season suspended. Because you have... even if you go with 7 wide receivers right now, you could say, oh, swap out Brownlee for Nico. Who's returning punts? Nico's been the clear-cut guy that's been the dependable returner back there, and he was with the first team, even returning punts. you can't say, well, put Brownlee in instead of Tyquan Thornton. Not happening. He just caught a 58-yard bomb down the left side. It's not happening. Thornton is locked in. Sean with the gifted. Let's go. If Rice starts out suspended and the Chiefs roll with 7, Brownlee can make it. All right, the kick is up. Caught. Alexander's going to take this out. Catches it at the 5, but he gets absolutely blown up by Jimmy Holiday at the 20-yard line. Wide receiver Jimmy Holiday with an incredible special teams tackle. Wow. That was an incredible tackle. Basically went untouched all the way to the returner and lit him up. What a play. You love to see that. Heck yeah. All right, 1st and 10. Caleb Williams is still out at the 22-yard line, by the way, under center. Play action. He's got time. Checks it down. A great ankle tackle made by Jeffrey Bossa. Jeffrey Bossa's looking like the real deal, man. Super cerebral guy, played Mike linebacker, wore the green dot last year in college, converted safety turn linebacker so he can move in coverage. He's had 4 very impressive runs or run stops for either no gain or a loss, tackle for loss. And he had the ankle tackle there for only allowing a 2-yard gain. Williams in the gun, 2 to his left. He's looking left. He's firing left, wide open, caught at the 40, 30, or 45. Zacchaeus is going to get tripped up near midfield. He was wide open. I think that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, though. Fulton is out there, too. Good, to be honest with you. I think Fulton needs the reps. He didn't participate in most of training camp. This is his first preseason game. In a perfect world, Fulton does work in a couple more drives here. I think it's a good thing for him to get that conditioning up, just get some real game reps under his belt, and kind of help propel himself in an upward trajectory to week 1 of the regular season. This dude's voice is annoying. I can't help my voice, brother. That's all I got. Link to the game? It's on channel 41, NBC. I think Hicks is looking great, reliable, and on time to the tackle. Yeah, Hicks is a great standout. I agree. Yeah, Hicks had a couple great tackles in this game. Bears will likely keep Caleb in the game for 4 quarters? No. Tevin said, I love your voice. The reality is, my voice is a little high-pitched. It just is what it is. It's my voice. I could talk like this if you would like. He's at the 40, he's at the 30, but I just going to talk like me. Yeah, Juju's going to make it. He's not getting cut. No way. Oh, your voice is fine. It's the announcer on the TV that has a funky sounding voice. Okay, well, when they come back from commercial, I will try to listen. Well, who? Trent Green? It's Trent Green and somebody else. See, I said we would be better, said Casey with the 5. And yeah, Bossa going to be a dog someday. And liking number 2, Tyquan, let's go. Yeah, it's just preseason, but those 3 drives from the starters were great. Yeah, very happy with it. Yeah, could not be happier with the Chiefs' first team offense tonight. Who doesn't like his voice? Oh, I don't know. I was about to roast the dude talking about you. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have read the comment, but I scanned chat this whole time and it's like, this voice sounds weird. I was just letting him know I can't change it. Well, actually, I can. I can change it if you really want me to.
He's at the 40, the 30. No,
Oh, we don't like that one. What about this one?
Oh my God. Alvin the Chipmunk?
We ain't doing that one either. Okay, We are back from commercial break. The Bears are at the 49-yard line. Brenda DeRuse, Grandma HBTC in the house. Let's go. Yeah, imagine I sounded like that all day.
Oh my God, okay. Caleb Williams is under center.
I'm never doing that again. He's at the 49, goes to hand it off, and does. And it's going to be a gain of about 5, maybe 6. Big hit. I think that was Cam Jones with that tackle or Chris Roland Wallace, but whew. Second and 4, a minute and a half to go. It seems like Caleb Williams was going to play through the half. They are showing some highlights on the sideline. I want to see the field. Here we go. Williams under center. Sends one man in motion to the right. Second and 4. Clock is ticking. Bears have all 3 timeouts. Play action. Has time. Sidearm slings it instead on a check down. Blown up. Great tackle by Hicks again to keep the Bears in bounds and the clock running. Hicks did not allow him to go out of bounds. And they're in hurry up. So you've got Williams in the gun. 3 to his left. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. 50-50 ball. Back shoulder. Almost hauled in. Roma Dunze, Jalen Watson in coverage. He almost spun around in the air, talking about a Dunze, and grabbed that ball. It was a great pass breakup by Jalen Watson upon seeing the replay. Jaden Hicks with the blitz and absolutely bulldozed. He just bulldozed Caleb Williams. Second and 10, Caleb Williams in the gun. 3 to his left again. Chiefs rushing 4. Williams throws left side, another wide open catch. Roma Dunze is going to break a tackle. He's inside the 5, diving right near the goal. So you want to talk about the Bears hurry up offense. They're moving. Now this looks like a lot of the Bears starters against backups. Brian Cook's out there. He's not a backup, but Chris Roland Wallace, Christian Fulton. That was wide open. Yeah, it was weird. The Chiefs looked like they were going to rush 4. They only rushed 3 and had like a spy. Well, it's first and goal. Inside the 5. 30 seconds to go. Bears still have 2. They called a timeout, FLDB, just FYI. Or it looked, maybe you showed that they used one. I just can't tell on my screen. It's hard to see. I don't know if they called one, but they only have 2. It just looked like 3 on the scoreboard. I couldn't tell. All right, first and goal at the 3. Williams in the gun. He's going to step back to throw. He's looking left. He's firing, and it is caught. Touchdown. Jeffrey Bossa in coverage. Bears are going to score. It's going to be 10-20 just prior to the half. The Chiefs are most likely, if they don't do something crazy on this kick return, knee it out, take it to halftime. Only thing I'm not ready for is more Tony Romo, said Sean with the 2. Oh, thank you, man. Andy Beasley said, come on now. Yeah, the Chiefs backups are in now. I would have liked to see a stop there, but that's unfortunate. You had some good defensive standout plays on that drive, but not enough. Extra point is up, and it's good. 10-20 with 28 seconds to go in the half. Why would a team have all their main starters in? I don't know if they have all of them right now, but they've got most of them in still. The Chiefs played 3 drives. Yeah, the first team offense, I can't be happier with their performance. It was essentially 3 drives and could have been 3 touchdowns. A Kareem Hunt drop in the end zone turned one of those touchdowns into a field goal. It was still great, though. Yeah, Bears had most of their starters in for the whole half. Maybe all of them. I don't know, but Caleb Williams was in for the whole half. Hey, so that Alvin the Chipmunk voice, guys, that I just did, one time I hit an effect on my soundboard thinking it was the cusser, the bleeper, and I turned myself into Alvin the Chipmunk and recorded the rest of a video like Alvin and had to re-record it. Brashard Smith, by the way, is going to try to take this ball out and get a favorable kick return, and he's going to get stopped at about the 34. So anyway, I send the video off. It was a Chiefs video. It was a video update off to Troy, editor Troy or Alex, somebody. And they text me back and they're like, dude, something is wrong with your voice in this recording. Like, it's not right. It wasn't the chipmunk one now that I think about it. It was the deep voice. I thought I said like something like, what the, but I accidentally turned on the deep voice and talked the rest of the video recording sounding like, it's like 5 octaves lower. The Chiefs offense is going to kneel that out, by the way, and take it to half. I mute Romo and listen to Cole. Let's go. I'd have been pissed. Yeah, I was. I had to re-record the video. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I hit the wrong button. All right, so that's halftime. Let's pull this up here. I mean, for the first half with predominantly starters, Caleb Williams didn't really start doing this until the last drive. A lot of this. When the backups were in. They went 7 plays for 78 yards on that last drive. Now before, they went 12 plays, 61. But then, prior to that, 6 plays, 17. 3 plays, 5. Meanwhile, the Chiefs offense went 8 plays, 69 yards with the starters. 7 plays, and that was a touchdown, by the way. Pacheco ran it in. 7 plays, 81 yards and a field goal. 6 plays, 81 yards and a back shoulder to Rice. And then even the backups went 13 plays, 59 yards. Mahomes was 8 for 13, 143 yards and a touchdown. Minshew, 4 for 9, 37 yards. Pacheco is still the lead rusher, 3 for 21. Mahomes had the 18-yard scramble. Kareem had 3 for 15. Minshew's had a couple. Brashard, 2 for 1. Excuse me, sorry. Thornton had 1 for 58 and is still the leading guy. Kelsey, 2 for 32. Nico would have been up there. He had a 30-something yard catch, 31-yard catch and run that got called back due to penalty. Chris Jones and Omenihu did get credited with a half sack each, by the way. Chiefs have 17 first downs to the Bears' 9. Still averaging 7.2 yards per play. 8 flags in this game. Time of possession about split down the middle. I mean, this was fun. I would love to know some of your guys' takeaways, but I thought it was great. Cole, have you seen those How About Those Chiefs flags on the broadcast? It popped up at least twice. Yeah, I have. Thanks, WPB. What's up? Thanks for the 6 bomb. Yeah, that's the, what is that? The game day flag? What is that what you call it? Chiefs 2025 game day flag? I think.
It's a Red Friday flag.
Red Friday flag. Thank you. I was like, that is not right, whatever I'm saying. Thanks, FLDB. Yeah, I'll pull it up. Yeah, it's this. It's this flag, which is pretty sick. How about those Chiefs flag? Come on. That's what I'm talking about. FLDB, when you have a second, can you just fill in? I just want to use the restroom and reset, get ready for the second half. Yeah, I'll bring you in. Be right back.
Yes, sir. Hey. How's it going, everybody? Yeah, first half was fantastic. I think the team looks really good. This flag, you can actually you could get it online on the NFL shop, but it's sold out now. So if you're in Missouri, some McDonald's areas, I believe next Friday, you can go into McDonald's and buy the flags. I believe it's for the Ronald McDonald charity. I think they're $5. So goes to a good cause. Yeah, nope. Preseason stats do not count. This is just, like Cole said, a scrimmage. So there's the score, the stats, it all doesn't mean anything, but the play does, and their effort does for sure. Show the Rice TD. That would have to be Cole. I think he'd have to pull it up on Twitter or X. Sorry. I have something you could add to your scoreboard. Any player that touches the football, have a jersey pop up on the scoreboard. That would be very difficult to manage, especially with both teams. You'd have to know who each number is, and it would just be a lot to manage.
Somebody wanted to see the Rice touchdown. This is it. We'll come back to FLDB in a second. Just a back shoulder. Perfectly timed. Strike. Okay, I'm bringing FLDB back.
Oh, hey. How do you get a flag when you live in Nebraska?
I don't know if you can.
I don't think so. Maybe people will probably sell them on eBay for a little, more than the asking price. I mean, but if you know somebody from Missouri, maybe you can, have a friend pick it up and mail it out to you. That's what my mom does. She picks it up and mails it off to me. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready for the second half. So from here, it's just kind of, we want to see, these are going to be some bubble guys, man. They're going to be fighting for their jobs. They're going to be fighting for their jobs, and you just want to see guys stay healthy, and then who can make some plays. There's really probably in the coaches' minds right now, after all their evaluations that they've done, a handful of guys that they're really watching and monitoring. The back of the cornerback room, defensive end room. The running back room is probably the one I want to watch the most. Can Elijah Mitchell make some plays? Or is that going to be Carson Steele? Remember, the Chiefs have been inquiring about some running back help. I don't know how serious that is, but they've been calling around and kind of asking, seeing if there's any running backs available. That's per Diana Rossini of The Athletic, and then Jesse Newell, formerly of the KC Star, now with The Athletic as well, took Nate Taylor's old job after he went to ESPN. He said Elijah Mitchell's stock is falling, and don't be surprised if the Chiefs start looking to make a small trade or claim a running back off the waiver wire if they don't make it. So that's probably my biggest watch on offense is running backs. Defense, I don't know. Joshua Williams is on the bubble. Elijah Mitchell will be gone, said Scoos.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that injury was just too much, and he lost a lot of explosiveness from it.
He said he came back and he was healthy, but he just hasn't looked quite the same, at least in the eyes of the coaches per reports. We will see. Because you know what? Like, at the end of the day, maybe the Chiefs do just roll with Elijah Mitchell for now. We don't know. Just because they're calling around and asking, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to pull the trigger. Especially if they can't get somebody in that they feel more confident about than somebody like Elijah Mitchell. Also knowing that running back, if they get him, doesn't know anything about the playbook. They're going to have to play catch up. Well, FLDB, you are the man. Thanks for running the scoreboard today. Like always. Dub Freak with the 10. If anybody wants to see some good Chiefs match to the UK. If anybody wants to send some good Chiefs merch to the UK, I'd appreciate it. Them flags be looking good. Well, we got to get them. We got to get you some. So, yeah, Sky Moore was traded to the 49ers. So, Sky's gone. If the O-line holds up, I bet the Chiefs go shopping for a veteran corner. I mean, maybe. But Fulton's back. Watson is back from the concussion. You got McDuffie. Noel Williams. I mean, Nazee's not going to be out long. I think they're okay, but if they want to shore up the depth a little bit more and add a veteran corner, they could. If I had to put money down on it, I might say a veteran safety over a corner right now, just with Mike Edwards is dealing with a little bit of a hammy, but then Deion Bush tore his Achilles. He wasn't going to make the roster either, but anyway, I didn't think Deion Bush was. I think he was going to be a practice squad guy. But yeah, tough to know right now. Fulton looks solid. Did he, Doug? I didn't see a ton. I have to go back and rewatch the game. Yeah, interior D-line is where I think they might add. Or D-line in general, because Janarius Robinson and FAU both on IR. The interior D-line, Omar Norman Lott's dealing with the ankle. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Cole, what's one player you would like us to have from another team that a lot of us aren't thinking about? Simmons for safety security? Sure. Justin Simmons, sign me up. I wouldn't turn it down. And some people might be like, why? Well, if you have one injury to that room, it could get a little shaky. If the Chiefs roll with 4 safeties, because remember, you don't have Justin Reed anymore. One player from another team that a lot of us aren't thinking about. I don't know if I have an answer for that. Just because we don't know who's going to be cut candidates, or the Chiefs are calling around trading. You just kind of look at reports and it's like, well, Brian Robinson Jr., could the Chiefs be in on that? I know some people are saying Breece Hall, but that is a name people are throwing around. I don't know why the Jets would trade Breece Hall. That doesn't seem likely. You missed Justin Reed already? Yeah, go get him. I miss Joe Tooney as well, but Kingsley had a pretty good game. I feel like the Chiefs' offense looked really good. They really showed out at Arrowhead. Hey, what do you guys think about the lighting? It's all slight, but I added some colors in the background. We got yellow under the desk, or like a gold yellow. We got a little gold back here now. We got red in the stairs. Just trying to add a little bit more color splash in the background, so it's not so neutral. Did you hear on the local broadcast, I said Kelsey said they're running with 4 tight ends? No, but if they roll with 4, it's definitely Tunyon as tight end 4, and it makes sense. I didn't have him on my most recent 53-man roster projection, but I said he very well could make it. Tunyon is a vested veteran, wouldn't have to clear waivers. He could have like a handshake deal, like they've done with Blake Bell in the past, to not make the roster initially and either be brought back on after moves are made or signed to the practice squad for a little bit and get elevated. But yeah, I could easily see Robert Tunyon making it. He had 2 standout games. He's had a great training camp. Jared Wiley is not looking quite back to his usual self and coming off the ACL. And even when he tore his ACL, he was a rookie. Where did Blake Bell go? I think he's retired. He's as old as I am. I'm just kidding. He might be older. I mean, look. How old is Blake Bell? No. Blake Belladonna. Who is that, dude? No. Blake Bell, dude. 34. He is as old as me. I guess Kelsey's 35. It's just not the norm to play that late. All right, we are starting the second half. The Chiefs are about to kick off. All right, Chiefs ball, let's get it. Cole just produced a tank 7 out of nowhere. We got a tank 7, had to. For the second half of a preseason game? Yeah. All right, the kick is up, caught at the 5. Alexander tries to juke in, juke out, and gets absolutely bottled up at about the 26. That's right. Chiefs Kingdom flags in 2 weeks. The day we play, we'll be going to McDonald's early that morning. Let's go, Frog. Island Girl with the $6.99 Canadian. Thank you so much. Robert Miller with the 5 as well. Cole, how do you feel about Alvin Kamara and Cam Jordan combo? That's a curveball of a question. Give me a half second. I'm about to call this play. I'll get to it. Oh, handoff completely blown up from the jump. Ashton Gelati, the 3rd round draft pick of the Kansas City Chiefs, penetrated the line and almost took the handoff. That was a loss of 3. What a play. Woo! Woo! That was nice. 2nd and 13. They have Agent Bajent in the game now, by the way. Caleb Williams is done. Bajent, QB2 for the Bears. In the gun, 2 out wide to his right. And the play gets blown dead. I think it's delay of game. I saw zeros on the clock. Yep. 5-yard penalty. Yeah, so if you're saying, Robert, with the 5 that how are you feeling about getting somebody like Alvin Kamara and Cam Jordan from the Saints like they'd be sellers? The Saints quarterback room is very concerning to me. Tyrann Mathieu retired because he saw that quarterback room and was like, I'm out of here once Derek Carr retired. I like the idea of Kamara. Bajent on 2nd and 18 steps back, and he's hit as he throws. Almost strip sacked. Incomplete. Flag on the play, though. Great. It might be roughing the passer. Yep. On Ashton Gelati. Let's see the replay. It was a roughing the passer flag, personal foul on Gelati here. He drove him to the ground. You just can't do it. He tackled Bajent and kind of drove him into the ground with his body weight. You just can't do that in the NFL. It's a clean tackle. You can't do it. It's a clean hit, but you can't do it in 2025, which is unfortunate. Bajent, I formation, hands it off, 2-yard loss, completely blown up. And let me be clear when I say it's unfortunate. I don't want quarterbacks to get hurt. But yeah, you can't drive your body weight on top of a quarterback like that. What is he supposed to do? Well, you're supposed to lay off the hit at the end. Ron Coley caught himself with his hands? No, he didn't. I'd have to rewatch it again, but it looked like a flag to me. 2nd and 12, Bajent in the gun, looks left, fires, caught by a tight end all the way to midfield, and another flag, dude. Smythe. Another flag? Oh my gosh. C-Mac with the 10. If I send you a Chiefs flag, could you autograph it and give it away on the member chat? Illegal contact by Noel Williams. Dude, he's had 2 illegal hands to the face last game, and he just had illegal contact there. He's aggressive. I could sign it, C-Mac, but I don't know that my autograph holds any weight. How about this? We give it away if you really want to, and we give them the option. If they don't want me to sign it, I won't. Under center, going to hand it off. Right side, Malik Herring with a great tackle there after a gain of about 4, maybe 5. But yeah, Rob, Alvin Kamara or Cam Jordan? Cam Jordan's 36, so I don't know. Alvin Kamara to the Chiefs running back room sounds great to me. I don't know his contract details or anything like that. Jacob with the 5, I could see ETN. Travis Etienne being an option to come to the Chiefs. He's a running back that's been talked about. I'd like to see defensive line, defensive end edition. Parson is a dream. Still got the Tony Lamp. Tony Lamp's retired. I agree with you on all fronts there. Play action. Bajent has time. Throws on a crosser. Caught. Christian Fulton in coverage. Out of bounds at about the 20. If there's another flag, I'm going to throw this bad call break, dude. Another flag? I have my dad's bad call break from the 90s. I can't throw it at a TV anymore. Another flag. Late hit out of bounds by who? It better not be on Fulton. There's no way. If we've learned anything, it's that we aren't upgrading our running back room. I would like to. A little bit. Illegal contact on Fulton. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. Offsetting penalties. Replay the down. The flags are available September 5th, guys. I think FLDB earlier said next Friday, but I think it's September 5th. So 2 Fridays from now. Chuck the brick anyway. On a bad call, we're chucking this brick. I don't know where I'm going to throw it, but we'll throw it somewhere. This is what I have to throw instead of the sign Andy Reid football this year. It's been negotiated. Can't throw the Andy Reid ball. 2nd and 6, Bajent in the gun. Chiefs 46-yard line. Quick pass. Left side. Blown up. Wait, who's that? Oh, Christian Fulton. It looked like a 0. His jersey folded up awkward, and it looked like a 0. I'm like, who is that? What a play by Fulton. Shed his block. Blew that play up. Yeah, what a play by Fulton. 3rd and 8 now. There's a couple super chats. I'll get to those in just a second here. Yeah, Fulton is still in, guys, because he needs the reps. Bajent steps back. Chiefs bring pressure. Lofts over the head of his intended target. Fulton tried to outstretch for it, and they're going to throw a flag. The receiver in coverage, or on that route, fell. Was there some contact by Fulton? Oh my gosh. Fulton has his helmet off, cleaning the visor. Spot foul PI by Christian Fulton. Then a PI. He had a great play and then a PI. It happens. All right, so that's a first down. That was what, 3rd and 8? That's unfortunate. So now the Bears are at the 40. Bajent under center, offset I formation. Fakes a quick pass and hands it off up the middle. Gain of about 7. Red Pill with the 5. Hey, brother, looking at this squad so far, do you think the Chiefs need an extra running back? I mean, maybe. It's either Steele or Elijah Mitchell or both being the odd guys out right now. The first 2 are fine. Hunt and Pacheco. I said them in reverse order. I don't know why. But it's really after that. Brashard Smith is an intriguing guy, just lacks overall experience at the position, is going to take time to develop. 2nd and 4, Bajent motions his wideout from the right to the left. Play action. He's looking left, fires down the field. Caught. Nope, incomplete. What a play by Christian Fulton. Fulton with a great timed tackle, and the wide receiver that was targeted could not hold on. Perfectly timed by Fulton. He looks good out there. Remember, the Chiefs signed Christian Fulton to a 2-year, $20 million deal this offseason, and he needed a knee scope. 3rd and 4. Pressure coming. Quick pass. Caught. They got about 6. Pressure was coming. Bajent was able to sniff that out. Find a quick target. They needed 4, got 6. Maybe even just 5. First down, moving the chains. Scoos with the 4. Appreciate all you do, man. Hey, thank you. I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for watching the videos. Without you guys watching, this channel's nothing. So it means the world to me. 1st and 10, Bajent under center. 3 seconds on the play clock. Play clock rolls right. The play cock rolls right, incomplete. Watch out for the play cock, dude. I don't even know what that is. That's scary. 3 seconds left on the play cock. All right. All right, that's enough. Chat. Ayo, LOL pause. Ayo, yeah, I know. I didn't hit the bleep button, guys. I messed up. All right, Bajent at the 29. He's got 1,000,000 seconds in the pocket, looking all over the place, firing. Oh boy, Fulton is slow to get up, but I think he's gassed. How did Bajent have 10 seconds to throw that pass? He looked left. He looked right. He looked left. He looked right. He looked up at the play cock. He looked left. He looked right. Then he threw. Hey, you have to get the mix-ups out now. Preseason. You need to get some bricks in the shop. Oh, to like buy bad call bricks? That's a great idea. Nice try, Diddy. Oh, no. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Bajent pressure tries to set up a screen, incomplete on 3rd and 10. That's a 4th and 10 defensive stand right there. Field goal attempt, most likely for the Bears. So after some unfortunate penalties, they do hold. Tristan with the 2. You're playing with what, Cole? You know what's funny is I've heard announcers in a game say that too. It's not fun to mix up because I'm gonna get roasted about it the rest of the game. 47-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Doink! In, no good. Santos off the crossbar. Upright, left side. No good. Santos, by the way, former Chiefs kicker. Is Boulevard still a thing? Yeah. It's a Boulevard Tank 7. Boulevard's still very popular in Kansas City. Yep, old Santos. A field goal and only need a touchdown to beat. That's no good kick blessing. Yo, I just said, and that is no good. Yeah, it is no good. Mr. Charger said Diddy Truck. It was a company that had an ad last week. Remember they threw a dono in here and it was like an ad for their company. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was a moving truck. It was a moving truck.
Wasn't it Diddy Truck?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. DITY. Diddy Movers? Something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. That was crazy. Hey, hoping the 3 drives Mahomes did is what this season's going to be. Heck yeah, Darfleck. Thank you for the 5. It was a great sign of things to come, I think. Tanvek with the 2 said, can you make some Playcock merch, Cole? I'm afraid of what that merch would look like. Oh. I really did say that, though. As soon as I said it, I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, I'm going to get roasted for this for the rest of my life now. Oh, no. We're on commercial break. We have to make a touchdown? Sounds great to me. Ex-Chief kicker. We had like 5 different ones when Bucker got hurt 2 years ago. No, we did have a bunch. We did have a bunch, but he kicked for the Chiefs from 2014 to 2017. So he'd been playing he was a Chief for a while. He has since been with the Bears, the Rams, the Bucks, the Titans, and then has been back with the Bears since 2020. You were at the Doink game last year? Santos looks good? Well, he just missed it, so what do you mean? Yeah, Santos looks a little rusty, I agree. The first play of the Chiefs' offense is a false start. I was on Jalen Moore, I think. 77, yep. Come on, Jalen. You can't pull the Jawan Taylor by osmosis, brother, at the right tackle spot. False starts. All right, bad joke. The next quarterback in, by the way, is Chris Oladokin. Minshew is Dunzo. Chris O. Play action, and he's going to uncork it deep down the left side. Caught! Oh! Oh! I'm awake. I'm alive. Now I know what I believe inside. What? Jimmy Holiday. All the way down the field. Ooh, 2 feet inbounds. What a throw. What a catch. What a connect. God bless. Mahomes is on the sideline galloping. It was 50 yards. God bless America. They're down at the 18. Chris O hands it off to Mitchell. Nice cut. Up the middle to about the 12. Whoa, I'm awake. Third quarter, third preseason game. I almost did a backflip over a 50-yard bomb from our third string quarterback to a receiver that's not making the roster. But it was a great play. Heck yeah, man. I mean, here's the thing. All these other teams study this. They study the game. They look for standout plays. Jimmy Holiday, if he impresses the Chiefs enough, he could be on the practice squad or find himself playing for another team getting claimed off of waivers. Chris O is in the gun, empty, lonesome, fires Jason Brownlee, incomplete. It was a freaking missile. I don't think Brownlee was ready for a pass that fast. Yeah, he zipped it. Yeah, he threw a 50-yard style pass for 5 yards to Brownlee. Holy laser indeed. All right, Chris O. Looks left, fires left, back shoulder in the direction of Brownlee. Lots of contact. Flag on the play. I was like, dude, if you don't throw the flag, bad call brick is getting spiked. Andy Reid's going like this. He's all over him. Yep, pass interference on the defense. Chiefs ball at the 1. It was Jason Brownlee. But Jimmy Holiday had the 50-yard catch, dude. Yeah, all over him, dude. First and goal at the 2. Elijah Mitchell bulldozes his way in for the score. A guy trying to fight for a roster spot. That was a good run. That was a good little run there. That was a good cut. It was a good cut for Mitchell. I think that was a good play for him. Yeah, I like that run a lot by Elijah Mitchell. The extra point, by the way, is up. Good. 27-10. Wow. Well, that'll wake you up in the morning. What a drive, dude. Are you kidding me? Yeah. 4 plays, 63 yards in a minute and 23 seconds. Oh, gosh, dude. Somebody said even the Chiefs need refs help in preseason. Here's the thing. If it's a flag, it's a flag, bro. What do you want? The guy was all over him. That comment, he's either 11, okay, or mentally 11. So either way, cut him some slack. Got the IQ of a squirrel in my backyard in here commenting. You can't play with that on YouTube? Oh, yeah, okay. I did say I'm awake, I'm alive, now I know what I believe inside. I think I quoted like a random Skillet song from my childhood. I was sitting there, I was like, who knows what to expect the second half in this game. Just 50-yard, woo! What a game. This has been fun. Any Taylor Swift sightings? I don't think she's there. I don't think so. I feel like if she's there, we would have seen her on the broadcast at least a couple times. Give me Oladokin over Minshew. I don't know, man. I think Minshew's looked pretty good. I do like Chris O. I hope they can get him onto the practice squad, because if Minshew or something got hurt for some reason or whatever, he would be a good next man up. Hallskeens with the membership, I appreciate you. Are we aware this is preseason? No, straight. We're not aware. We're not aware. It's on a Friday night before week 1 against the Chargers. We're not aware, brother. Zappy is a cut. Yeah, I don't think Zappy or Olado can make it. Yeah, Minshew's solid. Swift is there, really? Well, it's 27-10. The Bears are about to take the field. So now on defense, you just want to see some guys get some pressure. Maybe see some more plays from Fulton again. The kick is going to be returned at the 0, and Alexander outside cut all the way to the 35-yard line and out of bounds. What is preseason? It's basically a televised scrimmage. It's just practice for the starters to get ready for the regular season, and then you're trying to figure out who's going to make the roster. You have 90 guys on the roster right now. Maybe you're trolling when you said what is preseason, but if you're not, I'm answering seriously. There's a personal foul face mask on the return team, on the kicking team, and an extra 15 yards added on, I think, to the end of the run. So it's going to put them up near midfield. Yeah, you're trying to get the rosters from 90 guys to 53, and preseason is a way to do that. Can my camera focus up? Hey. There we go. Preseason for people who are desperate for football like me. I don't watch any other preseason game, guys. I'll glance, but I'm just here to watch the Chiefs and see how the roster's shaping up. Oh, maybe a jet sweep, I think, left side for about 9 yards. They're interviewing Trey Smith, and they're like cutting from Trey Smith back to the field. It's nice to answer it sincerely. Yeah, because maybe somebody doesn't know what preseason is, and that's fine. We've got a lot of fans in here that maybe are newer or just not familiar with everything going on. So it could have been a troll answer, but I gave you a real one. I gave you a real answer, whether it was a troll question or not. Bajent, play action, pressure, sack. Let's go. What a play. Big ol' sack. That's a loss of about 10. That was a linebacker, Cooper McDonald. Wow, that was a great play. Fun fact, Mahomes is 143 yards tonight, is his most in a preseason game since, 2022 against, I can't remember who it was. I read that stat earlier, Hannah. Thanks so much for the 5. Squiggles with the 35 months, almost 3 years, brother. You got fans around the world? Yeah, if you're in a different country, let me know in chat where you're watching from right now. I'd be curious. 3rd and 11. 3 seconds on the play clock. Agent Bajent takes a snap out of the gun. Got time. Checks it down, though. And they're going to be 4 yards shy of the line to gain. I said, comment if you're from a different country, and this guy said Kansas. Kansas? Well, I guess you're just commenting your state. That's fine. But watching from Spain, Sweden. We'll take states too. That's fine. Colorado, California, Canada, Minnesota, Singapore, Colorado, the Netherlands. Whoa. 4th and 3. They're going to go for it, by the way, at the 45. Bajent in the gun, 3 to his left. Chiefs bring 1 extra. Bajent standing in there, pump fakes, rolling left. And he's going to try to run with his legs. And he is going to try to fight for the first down, slung out of bounds, and it's close. I think he's short. But dude, what an effort by Bajent. He took a shot, though. Philippines right here. Soviet Socialist Republic of California. I was like, is this a real country? What am I about to read? Saudi Arabia? Okay, you got to be trolling. Saudi Arabia? They're going to do a virtual measurement right now. Bam, Lee Summit, me too, bro. Lee Summit represent. Running with his legs. I just meant using his legs. If I said running with his legs, he's using his legs for the first down. Running, using his legs is what I meant. He looks short about a half a yard. These virtual measurements are weird, man. Oh, the virtual's down. The chain gang's coming out. Long live the chain gang! Long live the chain gang. That's so much more exciting. They're short. Bro, the chain gang is so much more exciting. The virtual measurement was down, said the ref, so we did an actual measurement. Okay, so they were short. It's a turnover on downs. Yeah, dude, watching them measure. Dude, that was fun. Oh, man. The AI or the virtual measurement's so weird, guys, because here, look at this. This is this is why it's so funny to me. They just go out and the refs, like, they clearly have the ball down and, like, you can see the sideline. It's short. Like, you can see over here and they're just going like this. They're just like praying to the west or something. And then that's it. The AI thing, like, comes up and they're like, oh, it's short. It's like, dude, we can all see it's short. He's standing right by the sideline. At least with the chain gang, you, like, can't tell. You can't tell as much. And you come out and you do the measurement, and then you're like, oh, it was only actually like this far? Man. Well, it is what it is. Times are changing. I sound like a boomer. But, like, I like the chain gang. Long live the chain gang, man. Chain gang gives you drama. It does. It's like, oh my gosh, is he gonna make it? Uncle Cole, exactly, dude. Uncle Cole in the house, 34 years old, and want to go back to the way things were. Not really in every regard, but it is crazy. Like, it's a random side note, but my childhood, I don't know about you, FLDB, we just rode our bikes around everywhere. We didn't have phones. I had nothing. Our parents are like, be back by dark. and we would just ride around our town. This is Baser, Kansas at the time. Or we'd go play on the back block, and our mom would just be like, if you hear my whistle, come home. It's the... Dude, I don't let my kids out of my sight in 2025. That's not happening. I'm sorry. It's not happening. It's a different time. Back from commercial break, Chris O wants to roll left, stops, fires just over the outstretched arms. Once again, I think of Jason Brownlee, 2nd and 10. Remember, the Chiefs took over after a failed 4th down attempt by the Bears. The Chiefs fans are doing the wave right now. Thunder Cleese with the 5. What's up, Cole and Chiefs? What's up, dude? Thunder Cleese in the hood, listening from the car in New Jersey. LOL, Cole. Gamecock. This is NFL preseason, not WNBA. I knew there was going to be a WNBA reference after I said that, too. Thanks so much for the 5. At the 42, it's going to be a handoff. Elijah Mitchell showing some speed up the middle. Gets hit. Gain about 6, though. Tyler with the 5. Even with a couple flags, I love to see how much of an impact Fulton is having. Let's go. Great depth. Even if Fulton isn't CB1 or CB2 and it's predominantly at first McDuffie and Watson, and Fulton's your next man up, fine with it. Definitely fine with it. Long live the chain gang. Philly fans melt down over close games versus Jets. On preseason or what? 3rd and 3. Here we go. Chris O in the gun right near midfield. 2 out wide to his left. He looks left the whole time. Doesn't like it. Looks right. He's going to run. He's fast. He's got the first down and more all the way to the 42-yard line. I knew it as soon as he started running based on how fast Chris O is. He was getting that first down. No debate. The energy for a preseason game is amazing. It's so fun. When you have girls, I'm not letting my kids be anywhere without me. I mean, my kids are also young too. They're 9 and 5. But I feel like at 8 and 9 years old, me and my brother were riding around town, which is crazy. Parents were at work for the day. 1 second left on the play clock. Okay. I said play clock. Chris O gets it off, and he's going to be strip sacked. Wait a second, what? The ball came out, picked up by the Bears. They blew it dead. They're going to say he was down. What happened? Let me see. That's not a fumble? If the Bears need to throw a red flag. No. I think the Bears are going to challenge it, but Chris Oladokun had the ball like on his hip. His knee hit the ground and then it popped out. It was a good challenge. What do you guys think? It looked out to me. Yeah, Jeremy said that was out. Just wanted to drop in, said Bass Fishing, and say the kingdom has it all. Our QB's better, coach is better, barbecue's better, and our girlfriends are hotter. Let's go. Thanks so much for the 5 bomb. That's crazy. I think that's a fumble. I reviewed the play. It's a fumble. All right, Bears ball. Bears ball after. It looked like a fumble. I wish they would have let Thornton play last year. I knew he'd be a solid asset when they got him. Yeah, Jacob, he didn't sign to the practice squad until November, though. So I think it would have been hard for him to really go in and make an impact, but it did give him a head start, a jump start on learning the playbook and getting brought up to speed to help him, I think, stand out a little bit earlier than some of the other guys they brought in free agency or signed after the draft as like UDFAs or whatever. So, yeah, I'm happy for Thornton. Halls said down. After a quick review, they said it's a fumble recovered by the defense. It pops as soon as he hits the ground to me. Well, he was awkwardly losing kind of possession of the ball, pinned it to his hip. If he would have had it tucked or something, or just here, and then when his knees knee hit, it fell out. That's one thing, but it looked like he was losing possession of the ball, pinned it to his hip. Yeah, his knee hit, but I didn't think he had possession. Rock Shock said our girlfriends are hotter. LOL. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that part, but all right. Yep, Chris O fumbles. Bears ball. Yeah, it was a good drive. Kale said definitely a fumble. I thought it was a fumble. And I'm a Chiefs homer. It looked like a fumble. Yeah, I never fully had control. Why is there a cat? Why is there cats playing a piano? What is happening? It's a YouTube commercial. I don't how is Chiefs versus Chargers going to be free on YouTube, bro? How is it not going to crash YouTube? We're going to find out on September 5th because I'll be streaming during it. I don't know what to expect as far as viewers on that game either because it's free on YouTube. It might be a low viewed game for my stream, which is fine. I'm just not really sure what to expect. We're back from commercial break. The Bears now have the ball at their own 41-yard line. I think it's still Agent Bajent under center. One man in motion, play action, rolls left, Bajent throws, caught, wide open, 50, 45, and out of bounds. Tyler Scott with the catch. Fulton was in the area. I'll watch the game on TV and you on YouTube like always. Let's go, Zach. Heck nah, Cole, said Juliana. It'll be blacked out in America by Google. You think so? Chargers look good. I don't know about the Chargers right now. I think so. Rashawn Slater's out for the season, which is unfortunate for them, their left tackle. It's going to be a handoff up the middle on first down for a gain of 2. Three minutes to go in the third quarter here. Cole, we'll be here for you. Oh, thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. We'll still have people in chat for sure, but it's just an interesting thing to think about because I stream only on YouTube during the games, but it's going to be for free on YouTube as well. 3 minutes to go in the third. 2nd and 8. They cut to Creed Humphrey being interviewed, so I have no idea what's going on. Okay, it's going to be a pass. Right side caught. I think that was Noel Williams. Yeah, with a tackle out of bounds, gain of about 6. I can't wait for the regular season FLDV because how do you call the game when they're interviewing Creed Humphrey on the sideline? Cole, only 2 weeks away before people cry about the refs. I hit the wrong button. This is somebody yelling. Listen to this. Like, what is that? Somebody stepped on his gamecock, bro. 3rd and 3. Bajent hands it off out of the gun, blown up, and it's going to be just short, I think. 4th and 1. Creed takes up the whole screen. He's got a nice beard, at least. It'll still be available on a local channel. Yeah, should still be available on the local channel. That's the Wilhelm scream. I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. They can handle the game. They basically lease a network. Yeah, but the premiere for Taylor Swift and Kelsey on their podcast crashed. So it's like, you got to figure that out. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Bajent under center hands it off. That was a first down, by the way. Gain of 2. So that must have been enough to move the chains. And here we go again. Stepped on his Chris Jones. Oh my goodness. That's the Star Wars scream? Nice. I love Star Wars. Yeah, I'm making sure I say clock. I'm clearly putting the L in there. 2nd and 9, Bajent in the gun at the 31, steps back, looks left, fires left, caught, Spinning, I think that's Scott, all the way down to the 15-yard line. If that was 13, it was Maurice Alexander, but I thought it was Scott. Empire Strikes Back. I feel like the older Star Wars are some of my favorites. Episode 1 isn't good, but it was in my childhood, and I liked it a lot. With Darth Maul. 1st and 10 at the 17. Bajent under center, hands it off, run. Right side outside the hash, all the way down to about the 12. Star Wars is the first 3 films. The rest is fan fiction. Yeah, because wasn't the first 3 actually 4, 5, and 6? And then they went back and did 1, 2, and 3? Yeah. That's so weird. They started out with episode 4. I think there's a story behind it all. I even remember reading on it. I just don't remember. But all right, the play gets blown dead. It's the end of the 3rd quarter, actually. So here we go. We're going into the 4th quarter. FLDB, what do you think through 3 quarters of football for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears?
I think we got mostly what we need to see. I mean, Elijah Mitchell is getting some good push through the line. Bolton is an animal. So I think he is going to be 3rd string running back, or 3rd in the depth chart corner for sure. And Spags, he rotates all the time, so we'll probably see him out there.
Yeah, Elijah Mitchell had a good touchdown run.
Yeah, it seems like he had bursts, so, maybe this is a little push to try and make the team.
He's fighting for a spot, but has Carson Steele even played?
I haven't seen him at all. Maybe special teams is possible, but I know he did play a lot of special teams, but I haven't seen him on offense.
Yeah, where is he? If they put Steele in soon, that's going to be very interesting because he was the guy getting carries before everybody last game, I think. Because
he was.
The starters didn't play. Kareem was out with a quad. I don't know. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. They're about to come back. We're going to finish this 4th quarter. Brian with the 20 bomb. Thank you so much, Brian, for the 20. Super Orion with the 16 months. Thank you, guys. Steele was with the 1s? Was he really? I don't even remember seeing him out there.
I don't remember seeing him. Maybe he was, but it was mostly Kareem, Smith, and Pacheco.
I haven't seen Steele out there at all. He might have been on some. I can't recall them running an I formation. Maybe he was out there and I missed it.
Richie says he was.
The end of the 3rd quarter, start of the 4th quarter.
Yep.
He was with the 1s? Oh, okay. He's been special teams? All right. I don't remember seeing him at all. But here we go. We back. Start of the 4th quarter. Bears are at the 13-yard line. Bajent looking right, doesn't like it, looks left, scrambles. He's up the middle. He's at the 5, sliding down. 1st down. 2nd and 6, got 8. Yeah, very intriguing, the running back room. It'll be one to watch. 1st and goal for the Bears here. We need to see a pick 6. A 95-yard pick 6. I might do some insane things for a preseason game. Oh, Bajent under center at the 5. Hands it off. Gain of 1. Gene said Cole should always remember the L in clock. Yes, I definitely should. You're right. Can we agree the Bears are finally watchable? This preseason game says it all, especially with Ben Johnson coaching. I have no idea what to take away from the preseason game. With the Bears starters, it was 17-0 for a while. Or 17-3. But I will definitely watch them. Bagent under center at the 4. It's another handoff. 2-yard gain. 3rd and goal at the 2. Swift looked good. He did. You're right, John. You're seeing Eagles fans sweat over nearly losing to the Jets. Try telling them not to take it too seriously. But they said it's the Jets. It's preseason. Was it the Broncos that just beat the Bills 38-0 in preseason? I'm pretty sure it was something ridiculous like that. All right, 3rd and goal at the 2.5. Bagent in the gun. Oh boy, here we go. Crowd getting loud. Bagent steps back to throw, looks right, doesn't like it, scrambles left, sidearm sling, wide open, caught, touchdown. A running back that just signed to the Bears this past week, Freeman, caught a touchdown pass. Oh. Dang. That's where you needed to see. That was a nice little sidearm sling, too. All right, the extra point attempt is here. Right hash kick is up. Blocked! Ooh, we got a blocked. We got a blocked extra point. It was Kevin Knowles, and that's not the first standout play he's had in this game. Wow. Dude, love to see it. Extra point blocked? Okay, preseason game or not, let's go. Yeah, I was not ready for that. If they would have returned it, could you imagine? You know that hurt. Yeah, like that ball, full speed, bouncing right off of your hand right here. Probably bruised for sure. Yep, guys are fighting for a spotter team. Good to see. Yeah, Red Royce, from what I've seen really from Knowles in a couple games, he's a undrafted rookie out of Florida State. I wouldn't mind if they could get him on the practice squad, kind of let him slow cook for a bit. Don't let Perna see the Chiefs blocking a kick. Oh, man, that was such a good play. The walk-off game-winning blocked field goal. Crazy. I did yell blocked. Hi, Cole. Love the content. Will we re-sign Pacheco? What's up, Lockdown? Thanks so much for the 2, Mom. Re-sign Pacheco meaning in free agency next year? It's certainly possible. I wouldn't rule it out. If I'm Pacheco, I'm potentially testing the market a little bit. If you're not getting an extension done, like before the start of the season, I don't think the Chiefs extend Pacheco. It's not like a diss to him. I just don't know that you have to do that. So if I'm Pacheco and no extension happens before the season, I think you test free agency and see what you get. But the Chiefs would probably be interested in bringing him back. I don't see why not. Chiefs and Cole fan from Malaysia. Wow. That's awesome. Cole, didn't you win your bet? Actually, I might have. What was my picks? I wanted a Mahomes touchdown, a Bagent touchdown, and Nico Remigio to have less than 17.5 yards. Nico could still get that, though. Rashard Smith with the return. Up the left side, Bailey Zappi's taking over. How many receiving yards does Nico Remigio have? Nico Remigio has 1 catch for 9 yards. Yo, we might go 3 for 3 on a preseason pick'em. We might hit our first This is the first, I think, pick I've done. All right, Bailey Zappi in the gun. I don't think Nico's out there either, so that's a good sign. Carson Steele is now out there, by the way. Quick pass, right side. Gain of maybe 3. I think that 84 is Magdalena, isn't it? Yeah, Magdalena, undrafted wide receiver out of Fresno State, former teammates with Nico Remigio. Yep, Carson Steele is out there now. Yep, so Steele is in now. It's going to be a quick pass left side to Magdalena again. Sorry, the window is super small because they're interviewing George Karlaftis and Chris Jones right now. Chris Jones is saying, you got a nice extension. Take us out to a steakhouse. Chris Jones is the highest paid defensive tackle in football. I think they both are going to be okay if they go out to eat. Love you, Redbeard, my favorite Chiefs creator. Javen. Oh, actually, Have? I don't know. Hopefully it's Javen, and I said it right. Thank you, man. Thanks for the kind words and the 2-bomb. 2nd and 11, Zappi in the gun, 2 out wide to his left, but looks right, fires right, caught, gain of about 3, blown up and hard tackle there at the end of the play. Good God almighty. That looked like it hurt. Trey Watson, tight end Trey Watson with the catch. I'm like, Xander Mueller? No, that's a linebacker. They both wear 49. You said it right? Oh, let's go, Javen. That was a good little read there by Zappi. You're right, Kevin. Show what yard the ball is on. Oh, FLDB, can you turn that on? There we go. Boom. Thank you. 35-yard line. Zappi steps back, uncorks it down the left side. Deep ball over the head of his intended target. No flag. That was Keyshawn Smith. Are the Chiefs going to win? 16-27, probably. Interesting development to see Steele out there so late. I don't know if it's just saying, hey, we want to see what Elijah Mitchell has more so than Steele. Chiefs fan from Mexicali. Mexicali? Nice. Let's go. I almost said Mexico, and I was like, that's not what that says. The punt is up on 4th down because they did not convert. Caught at the 20. Great ankle tackle at the 31. There's fighting at the end. Robert Tonyan getting into it. Robert Tonyan was getting into it with somebody at the end of that punt. The whistle's blew, but I don't know that a flag was thrown. Man, there's still 3,300 in chat at 10 p.m. on a preseason game. You know how much that means to me? That's awesome. It's so cool. Like, they're on a commercial break. Just never knew, FLDB, what these streams would become. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a really fun part of the season. Preseason, call the games. You built out a great scoreboard. I mean, we turned it into something pretty cool. And I say that humbly because, like, I don't know that I'm perfect or anything, but we have fun calling the games. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. It's a blast just getting to watch the Chiefs games and, do something for some other fans, Some people
Heck
who
yeah,
may
man.
not get to see the game on TV. They have a good setup here where, we give live updates because of the way we coordinate. So.
Yeah, the way you're able to watch this game is crazy. I don't even know if we can say. Can we say? Like, I won't go super specific. Yeah, FLDB is VPNing from somebody else's TV to be able to watch this game because it's blacked out in his area. He lives in Minnesota. I don't know if I said it right.
So I can. So for
I don't want to get in trouble either, but
no,
so I
no,
didn't
it's
know.
fine. I have a Raspberry Pi that I sent down to my cousin's house in Missouri, and basically it's just hosting a VPN, and it'd be like using NordVPN or any of the other VPN services, and yeah, I just have it connected and I can watch the game because I'm in Missouri right now. But
See, FLDB is so smart. He lives in Minnesota, and I'm always like, "Are you gonna be able to get this game?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got you." I'm like, okay. He's like, "Yeah, I had to do something to watch this game." Brian, thanks again for the 5, man. Let's go. Video is sponsored by NordVPN. No, it's not. Oh,
no, it's good.
hey, what happened to the... Oh, there we go. All right, we're back from commercial break. Bears are at the 32. I formation under center. Bajent, play action, rolls right, throws, caught, right side, 10. Oh, he didn't get pushed out of bounds. Tiptoes up the right side for 20, 30 yards.
No, he's all the way at the 30.
I thought he was going to get shoved out of bounds there, and he did not. Yeah, that was a nice little play action rollout. It looked like he was going to get shoved out of bounds. He was able to stay in for another 20 yards. Oh, my goodness. 36 yards. They are now at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Oh, high snap, but caught. Quick pass. Left side, trying to weave in and out of traffic. Tackled after about 7 yards. I wish I could show you how my dog is sleeping right now.
Oh,
can I? It's kind of funny. Can I switch? Let me see what happens if I do this. Yeah, look at this. Look at my dog right now. Oh, never mind. Hi, Casey. I'm still calling the game. Don't you worry. She's just saying hi. The snap. It's going to be a throw right side, 1 yard shy. I didn't know how to. I'm holding the mic like this and the phone. I was like, I don't know what to do. 1 yard shy of the first down. Hi, Casey. Well, I was going to show you what she was looking like sleeping, but then she just popped right up. Yeah, Casey's my buddy. I still want to set up a treat dispenser so when Super Chats hit, we can fire the treat dispenser and it switches to the dog cam. I don't know how to do that yet, but I do want to try to figure that out. 3rd and 3. Here we go. Bajent in the gun at the 25. They're going to hand it off, trying to get to the outside, and gain of 2, 4th and 1, depending on the spot. We'll see how they spot this. Yeah, it is 4th and 1. Poor dog going to be 100 pounds. No, it'd be like small treats. And we wouldn't do it for any super chat. We would just do it for like a certain number, not to try to get more, but just like a little fun, like extra thing if something happened. Like 5 gifted or 25 or more. It's just something. Just like a little treat would fall out. It'd be kind of fun. Bajent's going to hand it off on 4th and 1, and they are going to get 5 yards. I mean, you're down by 11 with 8 minutes to go, 8.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. You got to go for it. It's just a preseason game, but this is like a real game scenario. You're not kicked. Well, you're down 11 in a real game. Maybe you kick a field goal there, potentially. It was 4th and 1, but that would have made it an 8-point game. If I'm a fan and it's 4th and 1 in the regular season like that, I say go for it. So conversion, 17-yard line, Bajent under center, play action, rolls right, searching, Malik Herring chasing him down like a hyena, and he throws it away. Who has the ball? The Bears. It's kind of hard to tell who has the ball, really. But there's like a little shadow on one side of the football down here. And it tells you which way the ball's going. No. They have possession. There's a little P. I can't. Right here. If there's a P by the logo, possession. Bears have the possession. Second and 10, and the play gets blown dead as the ball is snapped. They're going to say false start? False start. Cole, it is pronounced the Bears. My bad, Juliana. Hannah with the 5. Preseason is insane. Falcons saying they couldn't risk playing Kirk Cousins. Meanwhile, Mahomes was out there for 3 drives. A trade has to be a thing for Kirk Cousins. I think they're wanting to protect him. Right? Did they not play Penix at all? I don't know what the Falcons chose to do for preseason. Bajent at the 22-yard line in the gun. Delayed handoff up the middle. Good run, too. 2 tackles broken all the way up to the 13-yard line. Drew on the sideline with the massager talking to Mahomes. Yeah, so it seems like he wasn't ruled out, I don't think, for this game. He wasn't ruled out for this game, but he didn't play. Duh, Beers. The Beers? You should add the helmet back to show who has it. Did we do a helmet, FLDB? I thought we did a football.
We had 2 footballs and then your logo.
Throw left side caught on 3rd and 6, and they're going to give him the first down inside the 10. What was the helmet? Remind me.
I think it was your logo. We had it facing one way or the other, but right now we have the football with the team colors and it
got you.
goes left and right. And then the P for the possession. And we did have a football poking out of the sides, but with the real estate, it was not too obvious.
All right, 1st and goal, 7 minutes to go, 3 seconds left on the play clock. Bajent hands it off. Gain of 2. Cole's head looks like a helmet. Oh, they're talking about this logo right here. Yeah. You're talking about this? We did have my head logo on the down there showing what the yard line was. And then, yeah, it was easy to tell because where the face was facing was the direction. All right, here we go. 2nd and goal at the 5. It's a pitch. Right side. Can it get blown up? And it does. Gain of maybe a half of a yard. Kale Chip said play clock. Yeah, I'm putting a capital L on play clock now. We need HBTC bumper stickers. Ooh. You could do the logo, like my logo with HBTC on it. You can't do Chiefs because it's trademarked. But you could do HBTC. Third and goal. Here we go. Come on, Bajent in the gun is going to hand it off. Stumbles. No gain. It's 4th and goal at the 3. 3.5. You have to go for it if you're the Bears, right? I guess I said earlier you could kick a field goal, but time is ticking. There's only 5.5 minutes left in this game. Do we keep our fullback? I know Andy loves one. Thanks for the 5, Brian. I don't know. I have not had Carson Steele making the 53-man roster since my first projection after the draft. It's hard to justify it, but if Andy Reid wants the fullback, it is absolutely going to be 3 running backs and a fullback, and Elijah Mitchell's the odd man out. Quick throw, left side on 4th and goal, wide open touchdown catch by Wilson. There was literally no Chief in the area, not one guy. Not one guy. That was bad. Yeah, I'm trying to see the nearest Chief. There's nobody. They're going to go for 2. And you go for 2 and you make it a 3-point game. Bro, let's go. I want a down to the wire preseason game number 3. All All right, you've got Bajent in the gun. Let's see what happens here. Ball is snapped. He's going to throw a 50-50 ball, and nope, incomplete. Incomplete. 5-point game. These young guys on D aren't showing well for other teams. I mean, by this point in the game, on preseason game 3, most of the people out there, not all, but a lot of them out there just aren't making the roster. And it's hard to have all those guys out there and be super effective. It's one thing for a starter to get injured and a backup to try to fill in for their spot because you have a bunch of other guys out there that know what they're doing through and through without having to think about it. But yeah, when you're this late in a preseason game, it's going to be a little more ugly. That's for sure. We might go 3 for 3. We might fully hit my picks on Underdog. What? Look at this dog, dude. She sleeps so long. Like, when she's on the bed, it's like, you're such a little dog, but... Casey, what are you doing? Were you napping? Whoa. Kate. Okay, my phone is freaking out. Hey, look at Spags, dude. Casey. Okay, I feel like we're on an acid trip because the phone keeps flipping. So I'm going to stop doing that. Sorry about the screen flipping. I don't know what's up with that. What's your picks? Or I'll pull them up. The picks was a Mahomes touchdown pass, a Agent Bajent touchdown pass, and Nico Remigio to have less than 17.5 yards. And I did not flex it. So 3 correct wins 5.2x. I don't know what I put down on it. But we got it so far. Unless Nico Remigio comes out with 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter as the team's perceived to be wide receiver 7 and starting punt returner, I think we might be good. Let me turn these off. 3 for 3 on picks in a preseason game is kind of wild. You should put a red beard on your lampshade. Over here, that's a good idea. Like a little logo. All right, kick, caught, tried to be returned by the Chiefs up the left side, only got to the 22-yard line. Dan Mears, they're interviewing Dan on the sideline. That's the longtime mascot for KC Wolf for the Chiefs for a long time. He retired, so they're interviewing him on the sideline with the actual mascot next to him. Pretty cool. All right. Zappy and company at the 22-yard line. Steele with the handoff up the middle for about 6, maybe 7 yards. Sean, thanks again for the 5, man. Putting a little logo on the lampshade would be cool. Well. It's just so fun for football to be here. We made it through the offseason, and we're back, FLDB. There's no football this weekend, next weekend rather, but then football is back, all the way back in 2 weeks. 2nd and 4. Zappy hands it off to Steele again on back-to-back plays, gain of about 2.5 to 3 yards. You are trying to drain clock, so you're probably going to see a lot of runs here. Don't know if that's a good thing for Steele to be getting all these handoffs in the fourth quarter here. It's tough to know because he's kind of like is a fullback on the roster, a tweener guy. Don't mean that rudely, but he was a running back mostly in college. They had him on the roster as a fullback last year. So he's not a true fullback in that sense, but Zappy's going to step up in the pocket, throw on 3rd and 1, caught, first down, and Elijah Badger goes down inbounds to drain more clock. Let's go. Put in Sky Moore. He's with the 49ers. Football being back is the one saving grace and summer flying by. True. Very true. This in-ear is driving my left ear crazy. Ah. All right, 1st and 10. You've got under 3 minutes to go in this game. Zappy hands it off. Gain of about 2. Who takes that handoff? 39? I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Oh, Michael Wiley, the running back that the Chiefs signed just a week ago. Good throw, but why are we throwing? They were just trying to get the first down, and it was executed well. Just trying to get the first down and move the chains. They'll probably run again here. Football is your getaway from this crazy world. Love it. Love it, Red Royce, and I think that's an emphasis of this channel is I don't really talk about stuff outside of football, man. There's enough drama going on with politics, world events. You can get all that on all your socials. We're just here to talk some football. Handoff on 2nd and 7, gain of 3. And it's not because I don't think any of that stuff's important, because I look at that stuff after hours and I try to pay attention, but if I'm not educated, and I'm not really going to speak on it publicly to thousands of people when this is a football channel to talk Chiefs news. You have to be self-aware of your channel, what you've built a fan base on, and like obviously, like we talked about Harrison Butker last year. We'll talk about stuff it's not always it's more controversial or quote unquote divisive subjects like any Chiefs player getting arrested or stuff like that. Like we'll talk about it, but the other stuff, everybody else talks about it on every social media. It's fine. Is that 2-minute warning? Yeah, we're on the 2-minute warning. I might sit for the last 2. Dun 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 dun, ba-dum bam bam. Football season is for football. Yeah, exactly. Sing us a song? No, you don't want me to sing. What? Pineapple belongs on pizza. All right, now we're getting a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie, like a Canadian, is it a Hawaiian pizza with Canadian bacon and pineapple? I actually don't mind that. I don't know that that would be my preferred order. But if somebody orders a Hawaiian pizza, I'm eating it, and I'll eat a bunch. Do you think Sky Moore will have any more production on the 49ers than he had on the Chiefs? I mean, potentially, Brian, and it's only because their wide receiver room is pretty banged up right now. You've got multiple guys dealing with injuries. Jawan Jennings wants an extension. He's dealing with a calf. I feel like Ricky Pearsall has been dealing with hamstring injuries on and off. Brandon Ayuk is not right yet, and he might not play till week 6 with him recovering from the MCL, ACL, and then they traded away Debo. So Sky definitely has an easier path to playing time than with the Chiefs. We'll see. I'm just going to root for Sky, and if anybody can scheme players open, it's going to be Shanahan. Oh, they're showing Andy Reid and EB talking pregame, and then Kelsey came and said what's up to him. Bro, EB's put on some weight. He's looking like a defensive tackle out there. Maybe a fullback. Maybe EB should be our fullback. I loved watching EB clips at Bears training camp because he was on their ass. Dude, he was screaming at the guys. It was so funny to watch those clips. All right, we're back finally from the 2-minute warning, guys. 3rd and 4, and if you get a conversion here, it should almost be able to ice the game. Zappy's looking left. Nobody's open. He's throwing late. Caught. First down, over. Hal Presley with the catch. The Bears have 3 timeouts, but this should almost end this game. EB out here looking like Santa. Yeah, he had a big old beard. Zappy didn't choke. He did not. He stood in there. It looked like they had a play drawn up where the running back kind of snaked out the opposite side, but that was well covered. How about that? First down. Exactly, Matt. Pepperoni, pineapple, jalapeno on garlic sauce with spicy buffalo sauce drizzle. All that on your pizza? I actually do like pepperoni and jalapeno pizza. If it's a spicy jalapeno, it's really good. First and 10 at the 46, just across midfield. Steele with the handoff. Gain of about 4. Bears are going to call their second timeout of the half. If Steele houses one, I don't know that it changes a lot. But it's like one of those things where Sky Moore had that 88-yard punt return. You're like, what the heck do we do with that? You miss EB? Yeah, man. He was fine, I feel like, as the OC on the Chiefs. But he wanted to move on and try to take a little bit of a step up being, I think it was the offensive coordinator of the Commanders, right? But under head coach Ron Rivera, who was a defensive-minded coach, and he ended up coaching in college, and now he's a running backs coach for the Bears back in the NFL. Zappy's going to hand it off again to Steele. Steele's only going to get maybe 2 yards. I think the Bears call their last timeout here. Why are they trading Sky? Because he wasn't going to make the roster, and all you did is you flipped a 7th for a 6th-round pick. It was a late-round pick swap. But Sky wasn't going to make the roster. The 49ers knew that Sky was probably not going to be available when he got to them on the waiver wire, and you got something out of him. Did Chiefs play starters this game? Yeah, three drives, and they looked absolutely incredible. Yeah, absolutely incredible. All right, 3rd and 6. If the Chiefs convert here, it's over. If they don't, they potentially punt with roughly 50 seconds left in the game. Let's see what happens here. You've got Zappy in the gun, 3 options to the right, and it's fired, caught, middle of the field. It's over. Jorquarius Spivey with the catch. That's going to ice the game. You can go to victory formation and get it done. Oh no, Spivey dropped it. I lied. He came up with the football on the ground, but he dropped it. Perfect throw. Perfect throw by Zappy. He dropped it. It fell to the ground. He rolled over and came up with the football. They did not convert. I repeat, this is not a drill. I was wrong, guys. Somebody said field goal. I guess you could take a field goal here. You could kick a field goal. It'd be like it's going to be a long one. 50-something yarder. Fourth and 6. What are they going to do here? EB versus Matt Nagy, like in a fight, or where? I know Matt Nagy doesn't have a lot of fans. I think Andy Reid runs the offense and calls the plays, so I don't know if it matters all that much, but I did respect EB. He was a pretty hard-nosed coach and kept accountability, that's for sure. Yeah, they are going to punt. Matt Ariza with the pooch. Pooch punt, left side, fair catch called for at the 13. So the Bears have no timeouts and a minute and a half to go in this game. I kind of like that the Chiefs punted, FLDB, low key. It's a preseason game, so I didn't want the first down. I want drama till the end of this game.
Yeah,
I want
and it gives
drama
Ariza some more practice.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah, he's
inside
trying
the
to
20.
work-
That was a good punt.
Yeah, he's trying to work on those punts inside the 20, and fair catch called for at the 13. I would have preferred maybe the 7, but inside the 10, they might let it bounce for a potential touchback. So we'll take it. All right, Bajent in the gun. At the 13, steps back to throw, fires. Caught with both feet in bounds? Leaping up to get it. They might say incomplete. That was an incredible grab. High pointed. Miller with 1 foot down. I don't know. I think that, well, the ball bounced and he didn't have possession. It's under 2 minutes. Is that a booth review? I think it's being looked at. It's being evaluated. That, regardless of if that was actually a catch, I don't think this guy's, I mean, you're in the fourth quarter here. I don't think he's making the roster, but high points, 1 foot down, 2 feet down, but watch the ball when he lands. 1 foot. I think that's a catch. That looks like a catch. You don't think it's a catch? Everybody's booing. Hey, Cole, can you order FLDB to play guitar for us? He could probably shred. Can you shred, bro? He says so. Power up tech store with the 5. Hey, remember me? It's Ray. I was with you since Buffalo Bills championship game. Yeah, bro. OG in the house. Let's go, dude. Thanks so much for the 5 bomb, man. What yard line you didn't say? I guess when it's under review, I can't see. I was going to check FLDV's. I mean, they're deep in their own territory, so it's around like the 20-yard line. I think that's a catch. They're deep in their own territory, though. That's not a catch? It looks like a catch. The question is there overwhelming evidence to overturn the call on the field? It was a valiant effort. It is a catch. Hey, what a freaking grab, dude. What a freaking grab. That was pretty good. Listen, not getting blown out by the Chiefs is a win for me. There we go. It's just preseason, man. All right, so that was not only a catch, but it was a catch out of bounds. Stops the clock. So the Bears now have the ball at the 28-yard line. Bajent steps back to throw, fires, caught, middle of the field, all the way to the 45. But you're in hurry-up offense. 1 minute and 15 to go. Smartly hands the ball straight to the ref. Bajent barking orders. In the gun, Chiefs are bringing pressure. Bajent throws, quick pass, left side, caught, past the 50-yard line, out of bounds. Jeez. Oh my gosh, we have some preseason drama going on here as the Bears are Mahomes is fired up over on the sideline saying, come on. He said that he thinks the clock should be rolling. Oh, and it is. All right, so you've got 47 seconds left. Mahomes was wanting the clock to keep running, and Bajent's going to step back, fire, middle of the field, caught. They are all the way now to the 34. You need to spike it. Yep, that's what they're going to do. They're going to spike it, regroup. You're at the 35-yard line, trailing by 5. 30 seconds to go, no timeouts. The odds are not in your favor. Andy thinks the Bears are going to win. I mean, it doesn't matter. I am 0% nervous for this game. All right, 30 seconds to go. Bajent in the gun, 3 options left side, 1 to his right. Steps back, throws deep down the right side. It might be caught inside the 10. They're saying incomplete. Let's see. It looks like the ball popped out at the end here. Nah, yeah, it's incomplete. For sure. I got scared for a second. That was a tough attempt of a catch. Definitely incomplete. All right, let's go. 3rd and 10. Bajent steps back to throw with 20 seconds to go. Shallow crosser. Caught for the first down and more. Down to the 23-yard line. 17 seconds to go in this meaningless televised scrimmage. But the Bears are trying to get a touchdown to win this game. Oh, my. They're at the 22-yard line. No timeouts. 1st and 10. Bajent in the gun. 2 options each side. Oh, throws. It is caught, but there's a flag on the play, but the Bears need to spike the ball. If it's an offensive flag under 2 minutes, what's the runoff? 10 second? They're going to have 1 second left. Let's see what the flag is. You are freaking awesome. Thank you, Clifford. I say freaking a lot. If I said, oh, it's on the defense. Oh, boy. Thank you so much for the 10 bomb and the kind words. It's on the defense. Oh, it's declined. Why do you decline it? Is it because it stops the clock? I don't get it. The clock stopped because it was a penalty on the defense. So you're at the 14-yard line, guys. Oh, my goodness. Bajent in the gun. He's got a couple options. He throws sideline. Caught at the 6. There is 7 seconds left. Do not blow this game, dude. Do not blow this game. This preseason game. Oh, boy. It's 1st and goal. The Bears called a timeout to regroup. Oh, the Chiefs called a timeout. There's 7 seconds left, and they are inside the 10. This realistically gives you, yeah, they actually just said it on the broadcast as I was about to say it. It gives you a couple shots at the end zone here, as long as you don't get sacked. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. Crowd's getting loud. 7 seconds to go. 1st and goal at the 6. You've got Bajent in the gun. 2 out wide to his left, and he's got 2 to the right. He fires right. It is a touchdown. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We're 0-3 in the fucking preseason. God. Bro, the Chiefs freaking suck, man. 0-3 in the preseason. I can't believe it. That was a great catch. Bro, the Chiefs are going to lose. That was a great catch. Oh, my God, dude. Chiefs lose. Chiefs lose. 3 seconds to go, and the Bears are up by 1. You got to go for 2, right? To go up by 3? You have to go for 2. Dude, I cannot believe they drove down the field. Dude, Bajent looks good. Oh, they're only going for an extra point. Yeah, Tyler Bajent looks really good. The extra point is up, and it's good. Can the Chiefs, bro, throw Brashard Smith out there or somebody, and let's house this kickoff. It has to land in the landing zone now. I don't think you can squib kick. What? No way, dude. That is crazy. You got to admit it's disappointing. I mean, it would have been cool, but it doesn't matter. None of these guys on the field, most of the guys, bless them, they're not making the roster. It would have been cool to win. That's crazy, though. Oh, my God. Andy Beasley said, LOL, they're going to win. We need some razzle-dazzle, dude. We need a kick return miracle. Oh, God. Here we go. Kickoff for the game. All right. The kick is up. It's like a 2% chance they house this. But do it. Holiday with the return. And he's going to get tackled at the 25. You didn't do no pitch? Shovel? Nothing? Lateral? God, bro, the Chiefs go 0-3 in the preseason for the second straight year. They've made 5 Super Bowls in 6 years, 3 in a row. But, dude, they do not know what the they are doing in the preseason. I'm just playing. The starters looked really good in this game. All 3 series, it was 17-3 by the time that Mahomes and company left the field. But geez, that's disappointing for like the depth piece guys. You want to go out on a win, and you gave that up. That is crazy. At least we're consistent, said Darrell with the 2. Thank you. Lucifer with the 2. Horror defense cut them all. Not our starters, thank God. Power up with the 5 because I donated. Can I get a shout out for people to go to my website? I don't know anything about your website, man, but I appreciate the dono bomb. God bless, man. Thanks for the content. Liv, thank you. Go Chiefs. Yeah. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the 5 bomb and the kind words. What a choke job. Stop laughing, Cole. I'll never stop laughing. Don't ever tell me what to do again. You understand me? This is your father talking to you. I'm just playing. It's just a preseason game. Cole, did your pick hit? Yeah, we went 3 for 3 on underdog, though. We went 3 for 3 on underdog. Here's the biggest takeaways of this game. Let's be serious for a second. Somebody said it matters? No, it doesn't. How does it matter? Ray, okay, let's be serious for a second. Tell me how this preseason loss matters when the Chiefs were up 17-3 when they pulled their starters. I'll wait. Talk about a meaningless game mattering after the starters were dominating when they got pulled. It did not matter. You need to relax. Have a garage beer or something. The big takeaways of this game, the starters were on fire. The offense looks electric. 58-yard catch by Tyquan Thornton. Multiple catches by Kelsey. Pacheco ran one in for a touchdown. Back shoulder throw to Rice. If it wasn't for a drop by Kareem Hunt on a scramble drill on 3rd down, it would have been 21-3 when the Chiefs pulled their starters. They looked good. The defense looked pretty good. They held their own. Mahomes had time in the pocket to throw the ball. Brashard Smith was getting involved early. I mean, there's a lot of positive takeaways for this game, and I'm very excited. I think the Chiefs offense has scary potential. That's without Hollywood Brown wasn't out there. I know we won't have Rice potentially for a little bit during during the season whenever the suspension happens. Let's hope our starters never get hurt. Depth is doo-doo. At least our starters showed some spark. Thornton is a lock, and left O-line look good. Yeah, left tackle, left guard look good. I don't know how to make any valid takeaways from the Chiefs team in the 3rd and 4th quarter because most of them are not making the roster. So I'm not really that worried about it. Bears brilliant. called a declining penalty at the end, so they didn't get a runoff and had time for more plays. Yeah, with that, I noticed that, and I was like, okay, so there's no runoff. This is a good idea. Starters electric, no injuries, all that matters. Heck yeah, Lucifer, thank you for the 2-bomb, man. Lighting an electrical store? Well, check it out. Every loss matters, but this is a practice, brother. This is literally a televised practice. Now you want to blame Hunt? Oh, for the loss? No. I'm not blaming Hunt for the loss. I don't care about the loss, guys. Please relax. I'm just saying it would have been 21-3 if Hunt didn't drop the pass on the scramble drill. Meaning the starters were that close to scoring 3 touchdowns on their 3 drives, which was a really good takeaway. How did the starters on defense do? I feel like they did pretty good. Yeah, they were much better against the run. Kevin, I'm not reading all that, dude. Brashard might be a starter. Oh, he's definitely making the roster. Too many trolls are in our chat now. No, it's okay. I say every game that the final score of a preseason game doesn't matter. If you guys disagree, that's okay. Chiefs went 0-3 in preseason last year, made the Super Bowl. It means absolutely nothing. Sure, guys are disappointed. I'm sure the guys that were in there wanted to win the game, but it doesn't matter. You ain't scared? Let's go, Jim. Bears haven't lost in 2025. The Bears are undefeated in preseason. Oh, nice. Super Bowl bound. How did Kingsley do? Much better today. Much better today. I like how they're using Brashard this early in his career. Yeah, you're creating definite mismatches. In the pass game specifically. Son, thank you for the 10, man. Thank you for the 10. It was a crazy game. It was kind of fun. I was hoping the Chiefs did not convert that last first down because I was like, oh, let's see the defense back out here and make it a game. I actually didn't think they would drive all the way down like 87 yards and score. Preseason champs. Wait, when are the preseason playoffs? Next week. Yeah, next week. It's on the bye week. I missed the game. Who are the QBs? Well, for the Bears, it was Caleb Williams and Agent Bajent. For the Chiefs, it was all 4 of them. No, not a bad game. Yeah, I'm very excited after this game. Very encouraged about the offense and how they look. I feel like the defense looked pretty good. I think Fulton showed some really good depth. Even if he's not your first 1 or 2 corners, if it's going to be McDuffie and Jalen Watson, that's fine. But I thought Fulton looked pretty good out there. I don't know if I have any major concerns on either side of the ball initially, just for my first watch through on offense or defense. These other QBs need to chill out with the throw power. Chief offense looks scary as no exaggeration. It felt so weird seeing Tooney on the other side. Very weird to see Tooney on the other side, man. Very weird. Brazil's going to be fun. I agree. Yeah, guys, if seriously, we have 2,000 people in here. If you're a Chiefs fan upset by a game that doesn't matter, go have a beer. Okay? I think you should be very encouraged about the starters and how well they looked. It would have been a bloodbath if they stayed in. It was not close. So yeah, the guys that weren't going to make the roster gave up the game at the end. It's okay, guys. It's all right. They're going to have to play the third string defense just to keep it interesting this year. Put them all in. But see, the thing about the depth, our starters look terrible, or our backups look terrible. There is no time ever this year that all the second string guys will be on the field at the same time. You're going to have like one guy filling in here, one guy filling in there. I think we do this every preseason and overreact about the depth. I'm not concerned right now. Now, you can just look objectively at the roster and say there might be some depth piece areas of concern, like the D-line with Janarius Robinson and FAU, both on IR, maybe the safety room. I'm trying to think of what the running back room is, I guess, a little bit of a question mark. But outside of that, I think it's okay. Don't have a beer? Oh, it's all good. Gonna shower to cool down. There you go. There you go. Hey, Cole, do you collect football cards? Not really. I have some, but not a lot. It is strange the Bears only used 2 games or 2 QBs the whole game. Yeah, they wanted to get Bajent a lot of reps because he's a younger guy. Yeah. Yeah, Josh Simmons looked good in PB. Simmons and Kingsley both look good on the left side. Happy for both of them, really. Will any of the backups on the last drive be on the 53? I think not. I don't think any of them will be. I would have to go look. There might be 1, maybe 2 that make it as like a depth piece guy that play primarily on special teams. If it would have mattered, Butker would have drilled a 54-yard field goal. Reed wanted to let somebody on defense shine. Yeah, they were in Butker's field goal range for sure. Which is why I was like, I think you could kick a field goal. But no, they punted. It was a good punt, too, by Ariza. They had him at the 13. Good night, Cole. Oh, good night, Dara. Dara? I think Dara. After last week, Kingsley is a concern for me. Hope he gets better. Well, he had 3 drives, and he looked pretty freaking good. The first 2 games, there was a few concerning snaps, but it was a very small sample size. So much better game from Kingsley this week, for sure. Yeah, it's the most exciting takeaways there. I think there were some others. I'm going to make a short recapping the game, and then I'll rewatch the game again, watch some film, and then we'll do a breakdown, thoughts on it tomorrow. Bajent is our guy. Trade Caleb. Hey, Agent Bajent looked good, man. I would like a signed bad call brick. We should have threw this on one of the flags. Should have threw this on one of the flags, man. Cheers. Yep, cheers, Stylesy. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out, man. I appreciate y'all. FLDB. Thanks so much for holding it down with the scoreboard. The Chiefs are once again defeated preseason losers. I think the dynasty actually might be over. Just kidding. I'm very encouraged about how the game played out early on when all the starters that are going to be in this game are going to be playing. They looked good. The offense looked electric. 58-yard bomb to Tyquan Thornton. A lot of positive takeaways from this one. Sure, the Chiefs didn't win. Literally could care less. Or I couldn't care less, I guess is the phrase. But I am excited to watch this game, look at the key starters, look at some of these guys that are on the bubble and kind of see how they did. Appreciate y'all more than you know. Thanks for hanging out. And we've got a break this week. No games. Then we're back for the season opener against the Chargers. So I appreciate y'all. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
How about those Chiefs?